yourself, Jack.
Extremely.
You fucking... That's fine.
Two of the
I bet you don't
Bailey-
even have another word beside degen. Fucking say it like day.
I was
the-
gonna say friend, but you know.
No, you weren't. Don't lie to me.
Also, what's the like and counter up to?
I stopped taking count. It's too much.
It's too high. Its power cannot be measured anymore.
Oh, one thing. Apologies for people watching the VOD. One thing I forgot to do yesterday was a volume check, and everybody was super quiet except for me. So this time we'll do a proper audio check before we stream starts.
Selfish ass.
Mic check 1 2.
We missed Grass's entire soliloquy.
Yeah,
The Symphony of Grass.
it's a shame he, you know.
That sounds like a weed joke, and you know it does.
Let's see.
Again.
I need to get a new sketchbook soon because mine's running out of paper.
That's not a sketchbook. This is a knife.
I literally have 2 knives in my room.
Whoa.
Just 2? Only 2? Amateur.
I can only be trusted with 2. I can't even be trusted with 1 to be honest, but I have them.
Jack's dangerous. He's got a pet tarantula for his pet snake.
Okay, I'll open up all the background
Hold my
comments,
babies.
including Chatty,
Dad is about to kick some ass.
and I'll post to my Discord.
Little, is your mic on?
Where is my Discord?
Oh no, it's muted again. God damn it.
God damn it. That's twice.
Better now than before the session.
Testing this.
Okay, so
I've been saying things this whole time. Again.
I wonder, what do you think we think when we're not responding to you? Do you think we're just ignoring you?
Yes.
oh,
We would never.
That.
No.
Okay.
my mouse
volume
is semi fucked up, so copying and pasting is really hard right now. But I'm chugging through.
Well,
Ah.
audio is fine, so yeah.
Is it?
Yep, I just checked.
Okay. I'm not like super fucking loud in comparison to everybody.
Nope.
Okay. That might be a VOD thing, but we'll see.
I'm not coming in quiet, right? Because I have that weird habit of that happening.
Yeah, you're coming in good.
Yeah.
I'm also chewing.
If it happens again, then I'm just gonna fucking blame Discord or whatever. Actually, which one? Okay,
Dakota.
it's capturing the right screen. That's
God,
good.
fuck.
Yep.
Damn it, Dan.
We're not seeing your Wikipedia.
No. You're not seeing my cheat sheet for the session.
Also, we should make sure we do this right now. This episode of Bugs and Bones is brought to you by Tubulos. Tubulos. When you need that 80% crunch, you get Tubulos.
Damn it.
Someone, please someone draw that box of cereal.
It's a snack food. It's what they eat in Final Phantasma. They get a bag of Tubulos.
By the way, Cable, I can't wait for you to see the new channel I added to Let's All Go to the Movies. A word from
I
our
saw it,
sponsors.
and it's now a word from our sponsors. You're just throwing commercials in there?
Yeah.
I'll make a commercial for you guys. Hi! Do you have stuff? Do you have too much stuff? Well, come on down to my house and give me your stuff. I'll take all the stuff you have that you want or don't know you had. It'll all be mine. Give me your stuff.
Listen, don't give me that
Schedule an
offer
appointment,
because
call 1-800
Oh,
stuff.
fuck. I just had a
give me
dumb
that
idea.
offer, I will just dump a bunch of stuff on you.
I just had a really dumb idea. What about if we had BRB screens for these, but they were just like fake adverts for products that don't exist?
That'd be funny, like our in-game items.
It's
I mean,
great.
I'm totally down for drawing the.
I'll
the
draw
out.
some. I'll draw some ads.
Like we can do the entire
Come back with them.
we can do the entire
Oh, shit.
snacktacular line.
Hello,
Noodle.
VG.
Noodle, you could make Coco's Coco or Coco by Coco.
Cocoa by Cocoa.
It's like
Cocoa
Swiss
and-
Miss. It's like Swiss Miss, except it gets you jacked too. You get super strong when you drink
God,
it.
no, I thought it was gonna be like a luxury clothing brand, like Coco.
I thought it was gonna be
Cabana or something.
perfume.
Oh,
My God.
so at some point, we need to do a fan art showcase, but I've come to the realization we've gotten a moderate amount of fan art. Thanks to Minty Coco for drawing something really fucking good that I'm gonna try to find right now and show
Yep.
on the stream.
Yep.
So fucking adorable.
Yep.
Good.
Uh,
Like I completely forgot to reply, but that was
Is
really.
this- Would this be
fucking cool.
Bugs and Bones exclusive, or are we mixing both of the two together?
I guess it would be good if we just did both of the streams because they're kind of similar.
And, like, they're pretty similar. They're both Tagashi related,
They're both.
and there's not really a whole lot of fan art for one or the other. So
Is this the right thing?
Looks like we're gonna have to fix
Oh,
that.
I think
All right.
I accidentally deleted my overlay, but that's all right. I'll fix it in a second.
I'm declaring this right now, everybody. We have Seox September and Dustin December.
Okay.
I just see a big scythe
That's
head.
Okay.
that's our special calendar
So-
you can buy.
For anybody who doesn't
No.
already, follow Minty_Coco on Twitter because she draws really good fucking art.
you guys are committing a heinous crime that needs to be rectified immediately.
Okay.
What?
What?
You're not following Minty.
Oh.
I am.
Minty Coco.
Follow
Did I
Minty.
not change? I was gonna say, didn't I change my picture?
Minty.
I was looking at the stream. I was like, why am I still zombie me?
It was beloved art, Minty. We quite appreciated it.
Yes.
You've earned that spot in hashtag Best Friend Nation.
Hell yeah. Should we wait a couple minutes? Just like the one or two other people who want to catch this can pile in if anybody else wants to join.
We can
It's
bring
it's
up
also kind of...
Inuyasha.
No, it's upsetting.
I know, he can't see and they're still making him wield that sword. No, that was yesterday's
Just
thing. We need to do one today.
you've taken that just passing comment and ran with it, and it's hilarious.
You watch what happens. That's how we got a Marek song parody, is me doing that.
Yeah.
Don't make me take more passing comments and make Coco by Coco.
The only hot cocoa brand with creatine in it.
Okay.
When you need that Nat 20 flavor, get Coco by Coco.
None of the natural 1 calories.
Brought to you in part by Dungarees by Dustin.
I have a dangerous amount of programs open right now, but that's alright. Hey Sinbad, I'm ready for Goku to finish Academia and find the One Piece. Same.
Ew. Why would you say that, Sin?
What if the real One Piece was the Dragon Balls we made along the way to Duelist Kingdom? I got dark chocolate and caramel. Somebody fight me.
No.
God damn it! I had waffles.
Alright, just
Is it
tell
salted
me your
caramel?
address. I'll get over there.
Mm-hmm. I'll mail you some noodle. I don't know how long it'll last where you live because the sun is its enemy.
Oh
But
yeah, no, it won't last but 10 seconds.
I have to
Trust me.
keep all my candy in the freezer.
and even then, it just keeps it warm.
This is true.
Do you even know what cold is out there?
Oh jeez.
Anything
wait.
below 50 degrees is fucking freezing.
When it does
50
get to
degrees
our,
is that's shorts weather for me.
listen,
Noodle.
when it does get to our cold season, we do get down to like 15, 20 degrees.
That's where you live, and where I live.
Weird, because
gets
I'm hearing that and
to-
I'm thinking that's still really hot.
That's true, because I got the mountain ranges around here, so it gets really cold.
It gets really cold where you live, but where I live, like 30 is fucking freezing here. Like that's extremely uncommon. So, with that being said, Cable, you're gonna want to visit us in the winter, I suspect.
Mm-hmm, because I'll die.
You
I'll look like
will
that dried
definitely-
out. I'll look like that dried out fish from SpongeBob if I try to visit you. in the summer.
You'd come off that plane, and all of a sudden, like the 105 degree weather plus humidity would hit you, and you'd shrivel up.
And I don't think you, Noodle. You've seen my hair. It looks good, but you need to At this point, I don't have to buy scarves for the winter anymore. I just wrap my hair around my neck.
Step off the airplane and you immediately just do the like anime dizzy thing because you just like suddenly heat
shit.
exhaustion.
No, it's legitimately like when Dio is fighting Jotaro and the sun comes up.
Wrong icon.
And I'm here at 87, 65% humidity, and it's not even summer.
Louise, you are the shit. I want you to know that you are the fucking man. I can never visit you. I won't last more than 2 seconds out there. I will die.
I kind of.
It's better in like December.
I'm kind
Better
of.
quotes.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
No, sorry. Everybody's cutting out a little. I'm gonna hop in and hop out. Just real quick. Okay, that should be better.
Oh, that's right. I forgot to point this out last time. And there's a place called Grundelheim.
Grundelheim?
Excuse
Yeah.
me?
That's the grossest. That's the grossest.
It's on the
place in
map,
Valhalla.
babe. You put it on there.
Yeah.
I did not make that map. That's one that I found off of. Oh shit!
Yeah, they need to change
Well,
their
it
town's
says
name.
Grundelheim,
That's not
so-
good.
I actually need to change my icon because I'm still Ginger Frodo. There we go.
We also have the Harbor of Dire Straits, where we get their money for nothing and the chicks for free.
So everybody change.
I want to go to Japan.
Everybody change their icons to their character. It's
I
unprofessional.
did.
Have I changed over? For I do not have the character icons up, so that I am to seeing the map better.
They already have changed.
Okay, I probably need to refresh.
You
that.
have
I
changed.
do not see
You probably
us.
need to refresh.
Daniel Rito.
Da, da.
Everyone has changed. It's just Batty who fucking needs to reload in.
Batty,
Okay,
you've changed.
everything's fine now. I'm Ginger Frodo.
Grifter stole your spot again.
I don't know what the fuck why Grifter always appears before me.
He steals quite a bit, even your spot. He gets it from his father's. We won't explain that joke on stream. That'll be a separate joke.
Okay. Just
We were up so late.
It got weird.
what game company do hunters prefer? Oh shit, it's Connor.
Oh damn!
Oh,
Oh my.
Is that a
Oh,
is that a pun?
Game Hunt.
Hey,
Hey,
Okay.
God damn it!
you see? I'm not the only one who does it.
Son of a bitch!
Now I get to make the Hunter Tendo 64 master.
no,
of
you don't.
No, not Connor approves. You know what?
God damn it, I can't argue with that.
Tendo 64.
I was like, oh man, it's Connor. What? I wonder what he's gonna do, and he just hits us with a shitty pun.
Yeah, he comes in here swinging.
Oh god.
Damn it, Cable, you planned for this, didn't you?
I didn't.
I mean,
You know,
that-
happy
you had
Planned
that
this,
joke.
I know
You
this.
had that joke ready, didn't you?
I did. You know, I've had Tendo 64 ready to go for like 2 days.
Okay.
I hate this so much.
What time is it? 4:09. Okay. We're almost ready to start. Does anybody else have anything they want to get out of the way before we do?
And then it's at it again.
Oh god damn it!
I don't know what you're talking about.
God damn it, Dan.
Stop giving people subs, you son of a bitch!
2, and we haven't even started yet.
I didn't realize your sub thing was Kurapika and fist bumping.
Yeah.
I'm up to 20 now.
Yeah. I have another GIF that I need to find where it's Kurapika throwing a comb at Lario, like from a really long distance, and it's very impressive, actually. Actually, oh fuck, I found it. Hold on. Let's see.
Oh,
So
awesome. Impossible time.
I guess we get the introductions out of the way.
Yeah, everybody do introductions while I post this GIF on stream.
Okay, let's do this. Cable, go.
Oh, okay. All right, let's go. Follow me on Twitter at Cable Provider. I am a player here in Bugs and Bones, and I DM for File Phantasma most Saturdays. We'll be back next week, better than ever, and with more stupidity to come.
God, I hope so. I
Okay,
miss it.
Jack, do your thing.
Hello, I am BlackJackK9 on Twitter. I do art sometimes, and that's all I really do.
You're short. Okay, Dan, the giver of subs.
Ninja Dane's Funhouse. Ninja_Danes_FH on Twitter. I also occasionally do arts, and I'm also a player in Final Phantasma.
Then you, Noodle. Hello.
Hi, I'm Noodle Laser. I do art also sometimes. Uh, can find me here playing as Coco on this indie thing, and then I also play as Kunai on Final Phantasma. And yeah,
So, Buddy, you there?
Yeah. I'm Batty. I DM this sinking ship. You can find me on Twitter at BatteryBatty, or what else do I do? I make a webcomic called Fey Anarchy. I am Final Phantasma that is on Noodle's Twitch, and I think that's all I do at the current moment.
Okay, and I'm Luis Vasquez. I make music. I'm currently working on 2 new EP inspired in D&D. One, some music it's already been out and it's been used by Box and Bones and Fall Phantasma. And yeah, you can find me on Luis Basque Music at Twitter.
music slaps.
Hell yeah.
Some really fucking good music.
And I got my paintings today. I'm so freaking happy.
This calls for another 10-hour mix of smoothie.
Okay.
That's what was playing last night too, Luis.
Yes, it was.
Yep. So, Batty, take it away.
Hell yeah. Okay. So last time on Bugs X Bones, you completed the third phase of the Hunter exam. Excuse me while I look at my thing real quick. I need to get this GIF out of the way. It's too distracting. God damn it. Oh yeah.
Put it there.
So, you were tasked to hunt down and apprehend a dangerous criminal of your choosing alive. Instead of going with the gang of 5 criminals, you decided to go after the infamously more dangerous serial killer known as the Chemist. You were able to apprehend him alive. He nearly exploded Tonbo, but you know that's another story. And you returned back to the Hunter Blimp upon completing the third exam, and you are currently waiting for the fourth exam. Tonbo, I'm just going to skim over this and I won't get into details, but you were trained last night by your new potential master. You learned sort of the beginning art of what is known as Nen. You now possess the ability to see certain things that are formed by Nen, and that's about it. I want to get into explaining how Nen is and how Nen works like later down the line, but for now we're just going to skim over that. So I'm just going to say right now, you can basically, as the start of your training, you can see some people who use Nen.
Got it.
Not everything that's Nen related, but still a lot of it.
All right.
Just a little mechanic thing. You guys it's currently the morning. Who would wake up first?
I guess
Would I
that's
have?
me. Oh, okay.
No. Just would I have been cured of the hangover, or would I still be sleeping that off?
You would have been cured
Okay.
due to magic anime bullshit.
Perfect. All right. Louise, you can go first. I just wanted to know so I can note when I would wake up.
Where am I?
You would either be sleeping in the bed quarters for examinees or
Floor.
anywhere else. I guess if you wanted to sleep there, you probably couldn't sleep into somebody's like room because they would probably be pissed off, or outside
I
of
would
the
be-
blimp because you would fall and die. So
Yeah. I hope that there's not the same problem as yesterday. In the cafeteria. Oh, whatever. I look around to see if I see any of my other friends and Shao.
Who would be sleeping in this auditorium currently?
Probably Coco again.
Coco.
Is it the same place most of us were sleeping last time anyway?
I think I'm
Yes.
still in the medical room.
Then I'm probably there after everything happened.
Grifter, you would be
Once
asleep
again,
in the med bay.
I'm just fucking spread out on the floor again like last time.
Okay.
By the way, I forgot the name. The guy who spoke to me yesterday, the telephone guy,
Shelnark.
Shana.
Charnark. Is he in this room?
You do not see him. You don't know where he is.
Oh, I go to Dustin, and I just tapping again with my foot. Hey, wake up!
Come on, it's 2 days in a row.
It's not my fault you don't wake up. Let's go. Let's get some coffee.
Fine.
I mean, we might find more dead people. Who knows?
At least that'll be interesting.
Yeah. So is Coco here too?
Coco is currently sleeping.
Okay, I go to Coco and you just tap her too. Hey, Coco,
What is it?
breakfast.
Hi. Hello, Seattle. How's it going?
Fine. I'm just in Tonbo.
Unfortunately, I don't know where the professor is. He was pretty trashed.
Yeah, well, we'll find him eventually. If you want to come to get breakfast with me and Dustin, you're invited.
I do. I actually wanted to talk to Dustin. I've been meaning to for a while now.
Well,
So
now's your
busy.
chance. Let's go.
Don't talk
Okay.
to me till I've had my coffee.
Oh gosh, I didn't know you had to be so cranky about it. Jeez.
Come on, let's go. And I head with them to the cafeteria.
Okay. You go in the room this time. Unlike yesterday, there's fortunately no dead bodies. That's alright. You don't see Shalnark. You don't see Kanzai. But you do see Bisky. And she is currently sipping tea in towards the side. You don't see anybody examinees in the cafeteria currently. Probably from yesterday's incident, they're kind of hesitant to actually be in there for an elongated amount of time. You don't know exactly, but currently it's just Bisky.
Well, I go to the cafeteria. What's today's menu?
Again, it's just mostly just generic breakfast items.
Well, I take a cup of tea, and I take whatever it's there. I take two I take 2 chairs and drag them to the corner again.
You do so. There's not a threat this time, but I guess based on yesterday, you have your reasons. And again, this food isn't... It's not bad, but it's not good. It's literally something you would taste like if you went to a social event and they had catering or a hotel. It's just okay.
Coco would like to grab an assortment of things and sort of like tug on Dustin's sleeve.
Do you have coffee, sir? I wanted to talk to you about something.
Hold on, I'll get me a mug. I'll grab once again big mug and maybe some toast this time as well. All right, where do you want to sit?
Anywhere's fine, really.
Just find a table and sit down then.
Oh yeah. Start eating. It's very low energy currently. A little bit more low energy than yesterday.
I believe I may have showed you this before.
She's gonna bring out the dino arm again.
it has occurred to me that you also have peculiarities about yourself. I've been meaning to ask you about it, but I haven't really had the time, I guess. Do you know anything about any of this, or I was just thinking because you said you were in paleontology, right?
That I was.
I don't know. You have any more insight? I've been trying to figure this out for years.
I might not be the best person to ask about this. You might want to find you might want to go find Kanzai or
I don't know. The
someone
Tiger
else.
Man kind of scares me a little bit easy. Intense, if you know what I mean.
I see that. I still think he's kind of cute though. It's funny watching him get angry.
To each their own, I suppose. Thank you anyway.
Hold on. What I can tell you is, if you promise to keep this an absolute secret, seeing as this is something very big, and this has to stay between you and me for now. You might have seen some other people who have animalistic qualities like you and me. They might be minor, they might be major, but...
Grass, maybe?
No, I don't think Grass. I think he's just an anomaly of himself.
Oh. What about bees? He seems not entirely human.
No, I think he's something completely different as well.
Like, what else really comes to mind?
I mean people of an animalistic nature, as in pure animal stuff, like you with your arm and me with the teeth.
I mean, I don't always have the arm out.
I know, I just mean it is still animal in nature.
I suppose so. I'll keep my eye open, but what about it? You were saying there's people like that here.
We have apparently been infected with something, which is making us change in these ways. It could be some sort of ability. I don't fully know all the details about this, but...
It's news to me.
I literally found out just yesterday, and I got a bit more information about this last night.
Well, I suppose it's more than I knew originally. I appreciate that.
Well, one more fact. This would be very helpful to learn, but were you ever near the northwest? I know you were in the big room with the map. Were you up in that top left corner at all? As in those continents?
I don't know. I mean, if I was, it might have been when I was really little.
That's apparently where most of these cases are springing up, so to speak.
I'll keep that in mind, Dustin.
But you do have to promise to keep this a secret.
I don't see why, but okay. I mean, as long as, I see you, you don't cause harm to people. I see me, I only sometimes cause harm to people when they ask for it.
You're a sweet one.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm gonna go find the professor now, thank you.
Alright. I'm gonna go see what that other girl's doing.
Okay. Coco, want you to roll me investigation check to find the professor. Not one.
No.
Oh,
Maybe he went outside the blimp.
And it begins.
Coco doesn't fly. She punches the air out of her way.
You literally open a door and you look out and you realize, oh wait, this is the air. and then close it, paying no mind that you nearly fell off a blimp because you're Coco. And you go back inside. Ugh, fucking that ones.
We get a lot of them.
Yeah, you guys do.
I swear to God, roll 20 knows this is an anime.
I feel like you should just write off a contestant. Patty, like, oh, you open the door, one person goes flying out. Oh, this is the air.
You open the door. Hisoka's on the other end. You close the door slowly.
He was in the air?
No, not actually, but...
Uncle Hiso!
Excuse me?
Don't worry about it. Backstory, you'll learn later.
You walk down the hallway, completely past something that you do not notice. And you wander around aimlessly as you're lost in this blimp. Dustin, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go over to...
Over to who? You cut out.
Bisky.
Okay. Oh, hello there! She's sipping tea.
Good morning, ma'am. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I recently acquired a new, she kind of, like, gets, like, a devious stare for a second. Toy. But that's none of your business. What?
I want to fucking insight that. Oh fuck, I forgot I got a -1 in this. Oh, still a 15.
Nice.
Okay, 15. You notice that you overheard before that she has sought out a specific one of your party members for a certain sort of type of apprenticeship or training of some sort. You're unsure, but you know it's Tonbo, and you haven't seen him today, so you're wondering what could have happened to Tonbo. But he's probably alright.
Would that toy happen to be our young friend with that big hat?
Oh yes, I was teaching him how to, perfect his skills.
Hey, have you heard of any strange abilities by any chance?
Whatever could you mean?
It's nothing. It's... I would have thought you of all people would be in on this.
No, why would I know anything about that? She's like...
I would have thought so, because the chairman himself came to me with this.
Came to you with what?
You know, the fact that some of us have been affected by something.
I wouldn't happen to know anything about that, but if Netro shouldn't be on board this vessel. Are you sure you saw him?
There was also a dog girl. I can't remember what her name is. That's it.
Yorkshire. Both of those shouldn't... I thought they were dealing with business elsewhere. Are you sure you saw them?
Yeah. I don't think they're aboard anymore, though.
That is unusual. I probably should talk to Kanzai about this.
Oh, he was there.
Oh, that little bastard. Well, this is useful information. Thank you, Dustin?
Yeah. Have you seen Tonbo around anywhere? I'm a bit worried about the poor fellow.
His brain might be a little fried. I found one of the chairs or couches in one of the hallways and tucked them in.
Aw. So, you don't know anything about what this weird ability is that's changing people into animals?
No, that sounds very weird. But I'm afraid I do not know.
Alright, sorry for bugging you.
Okay, is that all you're gonna do?
Yeah.
Okay. Tonbo,
Yep.
your eyes crust over, and you feel a giant migraine in the back of your skull. Not that of a hangover, but that of if your eyes burned through the inside out and seeped into the pores of your brain.
Oh. My eyes hurt.
You're currently on a couch in one of the hallways, kind of underneath a sort of window outlooking the outside of the blimp. But
Do I remember that Grifter got taken to the medical bay last night?
you would eventually remember. It would probably take you 5 minutes just to get resituated.
So as Tonbo sits up and adjusts the light, he's just like, was the sun always? Oh, purple friend! And he gets up and starts moving his way towards the medical bay, remembering he passed out on the floor.
Okay. Grifter. Oddly enough, you feel a similar sensation, but you're not awake yet, because you're still passed out. Tonbo, you find your friend Grifter. He's...
Immediately open the door.
You see him just lying in one of the beds.
I get up and I run over and I just start shaking him wake up, wake up, wake up.
Roll a medicine check.
Okay. 1 sec. Okay, sorry, my sheet wasn't opening.
16? You're able to wake him up just fine. Again, Grifter, you feel a similar burning sensation in your skull.
Oh God, I'm dying on the hill.
Oh, okay, he's alive.
What happened? Where am I?
You were passed out in the hallway when I was doing nothing.
The hallway?
You were just passed out in the hallway. I think Anne brought you here.
Oh, right. Doing nothing, huh, Tonbo? Nothing indeed.
Uh-huh. Ha. Why are we laughing?
You wouldn't happen to be talking to Biscuit Kruger, would you?
No, but
Roll
I've never met a brisket.
roll a deception, Tonbo.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
I figured.
Oh my.
That's a 3.
That means I rolled.
I'm gonna say that's with advantage, just because...
The thing is, he's lying, so...
Yeah, that's the thing. If he didn't know you were
watched him go
lying...
into the room with it.
Yeah, no, that's right.
But he has a headache. He doesn't know.
Wait a minute, she also served you brisket? Then never mind that!
Tonbo has brisket, but no.
What?
So, you've known about Nen this whole time.
Is anybody else in this room besides him?
There is one other person, but they appear to be passed out. Everybody else who is still in the exam either healed up or suffered minor injuries, so they're alright.
Is this person legitimately passed out?
From what you can tell, yeah.
I look at him frantically. No. Who told you that?
You did, actually.
No, I don't think I did.
You were quite drunk last night.
I'm not as think as you drunk I was.
Between your drunken antics and Bisky's not stealthy nature. I heard quite a bit. And thankfully, Anne was already in on everything as well, and she filled in the rest.
Oh no, you told Anne.
Anne told me.
Oh. Wait, and if Anne told you, I didn't tell you.
Well, you told me first, and then she also.
Biscuit's gonna be mad.
Not that she doesn't know about this.
And don't say anything.
I have no intention of telling her. Because I'd rather hear from you. The less people I get to talk to about this, the better it works out for me. And besides, maybe we can benefit from each other from this.
I can't break a promise. I promised her I wouldn't.
Look, the main thing I need to know is, how do you control this?
Well, that I don't know. I'm supposed to be learning. Apparently, I've been passively using it for most of my life.
Whatever it is that Anne did to me last night was apparently such a jolt to my system that I couldn't handle it at first.
Well, maybe Anne can show you how to control it. She probably knows better, and Biscuit said it's dangerous for people to know about this, so we're not supposed to. I'm not supposed to tell anybody about it.
From that moment of elation I felt before the inevitable blacking out, I can see why. If it only gets better from there. It's no wonder people will be seeking this out.
Well, Tonbo gives you like a stern look, and actually, he just like goes to like bop you on the head.
Oh.
You shouldn't be eavesdropping. That's not nice. By the way,
I only did it out of concern for you.
children shouldn't worry about adults. And Tonbo's
You're
like,
only 2 years older than I am.
I have more life experience than you.
I wouldn't know about that.
Well, why don't you take time to get to know? And Tonbo just wanders out.
How the hell am I supposed to do that when you walk away?
Reasons! And he wanders. Tonbo's gonna go try to, he's not gonna leave without Grifter, he's just gonna be very irate with him. You're getting Tonbo angry. Like, you have... he's not angry, he's just disappointed.
As you should be. Fine, maybe they'll have some more coffee.
I expected more of you, Purple Friend.
Obviously, you have a lot to learn.
I need a drink. Tonbo wanders over into the dining hall with him.
Oh.
Do you think anyone's actually gonna serve you this time of the day?
You guys go into the little cafeteria, and after you didn't notice her at first, but Victoria actually walks in through the door after you guys do.
Hey, Victoria.
Oh.
We didn't see you before.
Oh, hello there. And she kind of awkwardly waves. Everybody roll a history check who's currently in the cafeteria, by the way. Just general advantage, because this happened yesterday. Okay.
I got stabbed yesterday. I'm not thinking about stuff.
Unless if any characters have any short-term memory loss that I don't know about. You all remember that Victoria was actually disqualified yesterday.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
How are you still here, Victoria?
Oh, funny thing, apparently they, offered me a temporary job of sorts. I don't know what it is, but it has to do with my abilities.
Ah, using you for insight and information.
Tonbo, you would see
Yes.
this. Before, you remember Victoria had a white marking of an eye in the middle of her forehead? It's an actual eye now.
Has that tattoo always been that realistic?
Oh, and she like just starts freaking out and covers her forehead. What are you talking about?
No, that's an actual. Oh, cool. How'd you get a third eye? I want one.
She's like pushing your face like, no, stop.
Am I hearing every word of this?
Yeah, you are. It's very fucking weird. And you only see the white marking of an eye on her forehead.
Am I there?
Seox is there. You would...
Where, what are you talking about? There's just a white... What?
Putting two and two together. Oh, I must still be tired from yesterday. And he
Quite.
gets himself some orange juice over ice.
Oh, I'm giving Tombo a stern look on that one.
Evil.
Orange juice over ice. Tonbo gets.
God damn it! 80% it's an 80% better breakfast when you have orange juice over ice.
Yes, and he grabs a donut. He goes and he just. Where's Coco?
Doesn't seem to be in the room.
She shouldn't be wandering. Her arm was hurt yesterday. We need to make sure she's not moving too much.
I'll go look for her.
Alright, I'll stay here and solve the mystery of where this donut's going. And Tombo just starts to eat.
Tonbo.
Yeah, think long and hard on that one.
Tonbo, you realize that the donut itself is a nin user. No, you don't.
Okay.
It's
Eat it. I eat it to absorb its nen.
not how that works, but okay.
I will become perfect, Tombo.
Coco, you don't find your friend, but you do step in something. And that something's name is Grass.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry, Grass. I didn't there. Oh, you choking? What's going on?
He pukes something up.
Oh gosh.
It's a gun.
Oh my gosh. You shouldn't be eating something so dangerous there, Grass. It's very bad for your health.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I think I'll just take this and maybe give it to Dustin later. That seems like something he'd like.
Coco now has a gun.
Oh no, God. No.
But anyway, have you seen the professor anywhere, Grass?
Hold me.
Okay, come here, buddy.
You pick Grass up. He starts sniffing the air.
What is it?
He points to the direction of the cafeteria.
Oh, you must be hungry, huh, Grass? You had to throw up your gun.
What?
Let's go.
Okay, you follow him to the cafeteria, and then you see Tonbo.
Oh, there you are, Professor. I was looking everywhere for you. Also, Grass here ain't a gun.
Grass, you don't eat guns.
I'm sorry.
I know you are. It's okay. Go help yourself to some table. Go help yourself to some table. And I just point to a table.
Would they actually pass me on the way? Because I was gonna go look for her.
Yeah, no. You see Coco.
Shortest search party ever.
Oh, hello, dear Grifter. I found a Grass. Also a gun.
Excuse me?
No, Grass ain't a gun, did they? I guess it made him feel sick to his stomach, and now I have a gun.
Gonna grab a napkin and ask to hold the gun.
Sure, I don't feel comfortable holding this anyway.
Oh, let me take a look at it. Ugh, oh boy.
It's a 9mm
Vigorously-
pistol with no bullets inside.
Vigorously wiping it off, like, oh.
Anyway, Grass, where did you get this weapon?
I don't remember.
Oh, it's no good though. You can't go eating guns.
Perhaps he swallowed it on our trip yesterday to York New.
Maybe. Could have swallowed it off a gangster or something.
Grass, did you bite somebody?
No.
It's okay, you can be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, there, Grass. I think you made another good thing. I can't tell though.
Suppose that's how you take a bite out of crime.
he starts laughing and he chucks up a finger.
Ugh.
That was attached to the gun.
Well, glad he's on our side.
Dear Grass, I'm pretty sure you haven't seen the professor in a minute. Let's go say hi.
No, Tonbo's already just putting food near Grass for him to eat.
He just keeps munching on it. And all in one bite. This man, if he's human, he's an anomaly.
Professor, do you feel better from yesterday? I mean, you were pretty wasted.
I'm mostly good. My eyes kind of hurt, but I think I'm fine for the most part.
Would you like some more ginger tea, Professor?
Yes, I would love it actually. Thank you, Coco.
Let me go get some hot water.
Okay. Does anybody else want to do anything today?
Have I seen Anne yet today?
No, you have not.
I would ask if well, no, I guess he was passed out. I guess Grifter wouldn't remember where Anne went afterwards. I'll find Anne later. It's fine.
Okay.
Is Dustin still in the room?
Yeah, I never left. I've been sat near Bisky the whole time.
Gonna take a seat at the table with them real quick. It's like, Dustin, just who I'm hoping to find at the moment, as I'm still wiping off the damn gun. Wouldn't happen to have a couple extra rounds on you, would you?
I might.
You have any for sale?
Well, it's gonna cost you more than just money.
Oh, what would you like in return? What else would you like in return?
Information.
Play my game, huh? I like that.
I seem to be playing a couple people's game right now. That's why I need information.
You and I both.
So, first, you heard anything about some sort of weird sword?
Wait, did I hear that?
You would have heard it unless if they're trying to hide it.
No, not yet. I'm not trying to hide this right now.
Well, there's a lot of weird swords around the world.
You too? I heard something about a sword.
Really? What did you hear?
Someone's looking for it. Kinda piqued my attention. I didn't think more people are into that.
Yeah, I'm looking for it as well, 'cause someone I know's interested in it.
I don't know if it's the same sword, but it's very coincidental.
Yes, weird, isn't it? Anywho, I don't have any information for you, so I'll be off finding the professor.
Hang on, hang on. I still have one more question, and maybe I'll slide over some bullets.
Oh?
Have you heard anything about strange abilities?
What, stranger than grass apparently able to bite off someone's finger and gun?
That is very scary, but maybe that is one of them.
Already swallowed a bomb.
He did what?
Excuse me?
Seriously, we could. If you ever needed to hide anything, I think he'd be perfect for it, although he appears to vomit things up.
Ew. Yeah, but stuff like that, like strange abilities.
What, like your teeth or Miss Coco's, like, bizarre arm?
Yeah.
Or.
I think I heard it was called. I'll just whisper this to the other two. I think it was called Nan.
I guess I haven't heard anything about that.
Nope.
Batty.
You're like, what the fuck are these weirdos talking about?
Not even between my people.
Yeah, nope.
Well, funny coincidence. I also need some information on this.
Okay, I think you guys have something I don't, so...
Oh fuck, we're still sat next to Bisky. I wonder if she fucking heard that. Because I didn't actually say it outright to her.
I'm gonna roll a perception check because I also forgot she was right by you guys.
I
just sipping tea the whole time.
Yeah,
Maybe-
she's
maybe-
just sipping tea.
Maybe
I
Bisky
thought-
ran over to check on Tonbo.
Didn't
Is...
she left when they told her that Netero might be here?
She is not only listening to everything you're saying, but when you look over to her, she has the anime anger mark sort of thing, and you can see the side of her mouth visibly twitching as she's sipping tea and staring at you all.
I'm gonna take that as maybe you do know something about these strange abilities after all.
Who told you of this?
I told you. It was the chairman.
And he didn't tell you to not tell anybody else about it.
Well, maybe. But about one very specific one, not as a whole.
Does someone aboard have loose lips, Dustin?
Somebody aboard has loose lips and their name is Netero, excuse me. She's gonna slam down her tea and start her... She basically just leaves the cafeteria.
I think I just got someone in trouble.
I just hope this doesn't come and bite us in the ass.
Well, if any of you happen to hear anything about Ned, the only thing I know is that it exists and people have strange abilities.
Yeah, one very specific one's happened. It's been affecting both me and our young friend Coco.
I mean, what,
Those teeth are the result of Nin.
Apparently so.
Huh.
Wait, what?
Wait,
That's worrisome.
we both must have been in the same area.
What area?
It's been affecting a fair few people
Wait. What area?
in the Northwest.
Oh, thank God.
No. Batty?
Yes.
Is that close to my hometown?
Might just be.
Hmm? Wait. Where in the Northwest?
You know that big map room we were in? Did you see the corner that might have been circled?
The circle would not have been when
Oh shit.
everybody else...
Well, I'll describe it then. It was.
Do you want to like doodle it out on like a napkin or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was roughly this area here.
For reference, I'll bring back to the map room and pretend it's an actual map, not flooded with NPCs.
You know that napkin has a bunch of grass spittle on it.
I'm there for some reason, but yeah.
You know,
Was my hometown in that area?
Yeah, it was.
Oh no.
I mean, I was over here on on my last excavation.
Is this thing has been happening forever, or
I can't really tell you how long this might have been going on. I just know it's been a while, and there are a fair few people who have been affected. Quite a few people of them are here at the exam. It seems to be a growing thing.
so what it entails specifically?
People taking on animalistic traits. I mean, look at me and Coco. Lizard. There's one there was someone I met who was very dog-like. I'm pretty sure that Kanzai person might be one too. Either that or he's just got very sharp teeth.
You see that Seox stops talking.
Are you alright? Hello. Waves his hand in front of face. Hello.
Do you perhaps have any scales under that mask?
Forget it.
Did I say something wrong?
No, but someone might. Guess it doesn't matter anymore since they're dead. Yeah. And he just reclines back in his chair and crosses his arms, and he looks really pissed right now.
Okay then. You can't tell anyone I told you this. I was supposed to have kept this a secret, but
Good job.
I know I can trust you with these secrets because you're more tight-lipped than anyone.
The less people who know, the better it benefits us.
Yep, basically. We might get something out of this from the chairman himself.
Speaking of getting done with this, how many bullets can you spare?
For right now, I could give you roughly half what I have. Because I'll be getting another shipment in soon from one of my contacts.
Really?
Yeah, we could split that when it comes in too, so we'll both be up to full.
Very nice, actually. Hopefully this is still operational.
Well, we might have to give it a very good clean out, and I mean take it apart, clean it, and then put it back together.
Yeah. There'll be time for that
Speaking
later on, I
of,
suppose.
I need to find me some tools for fixing my gun. I mean, I don't need them right now, but I don't currently have any on me.
And
So
how much would
if you want to use a gun, you're going to have to find someone who can teach you.
And how much would you like for the ammo?
Let's just say you owe me a favor.
We'll see. Sometimes that can be far more costly than anything else.
Just big smile, sliding over 8 bullets.
Add to inventory. Oh boy. Outlaws doing outlaw things.
Yeah, just
I'm not looking at it. I don't see any crimes happening.
Just two shifty people just talking in secret and laughing to each other.
You know what? Me and Coco are sipping tea and having a pleasant time.
Look at them over there, sipping tea and having a pleasant time. What are they plotting?
Coco, what's a plot?
I think that's a place you put, like, plants on and stuff and do farming.
Oh, we should plot something.
I think so. That sounds like a good time, maybe.
Oh, this is so fun. It makes me want to laugh. Laugh with me, Coco. It's fun. We're laughing because we're plotting.
Dustin, keep your eye out for them.
I don't trust them as far as I can throw them.
Probably throw them quite a fair bit. I mean, Tonbo at least.
I am not that strong. I am very fast. That's the only good trait I have.
Yeah, you're faster than Tonbo.
I don't think I'm that fast. He's some sort of weirdo.
It's like trying to catch lightning in a bottle. So,
Anyway, what's the next thing today? I want this day to be over.
I mean, we're just gonna have to wait for some sort of announcement.
The blimp explodes and you all die horrifically.
Well, shit.
No.
No.
Oh, no.
Basically what happens, actually, you feel rustling kind of go about it, and I want everybody to make me, I guess this would be Dex saving throws to not fall over.
Okay.
Oh, fuck mine.
Why? Why do I have to? Why a natural one?
Seox, you fall on your face.
It's because you're the cool character, that's why.
Grifter.
Yeah, I was reclining too hard.
You did.
Grifter, you're able to stay like standing, but after bouncing yourself off of everybody else, and thus everybody else except you falls over.
and take a bow.
Oh, go fuck yourself.
What happened?
Language, Dustin.
You hear the intercom.
English.
We have reached the site of the 4th exam.
Oh,
Oh yeah, we're doing that. Don would just leap back up to his feet.
Oh yeah, that's a thing we're doing.
did they change pilots or something? Damn.
I mean, it's entirely possible.
Yeah, this one sucks. Come on, let's go. Let's get this over with.
Okay. Let me copy something real quick. And I don't actually have a map for this, but I'll describe to you what it looks like in a second when I...
Theater of the mind.
Theater of the mind. Does...
Batty's Nen's specialist power. He can make us see maps in our head.
It's a really shitty power.
I think it's lovely, so there.
Oh wait, I fucked everything up. Nope, everything's alright.
I don't know, that's a good ability to have if you do recon or shit.
I guess so, but, you know. I mean... Again, I'm having mouse trouble, so things might be slightly slower than normal.
Weren't you having them before?
I was, but I found out that they weren't mouse problems.
Yeah, it was the port, wasn't it?
Yeah, hold on. Let me actually delete all this, and then I'll start over. This is legitimately my mouse fucking up right now.
I got same issues.
Yeah, no, I just can't drag and drop. Drag over everything.
Oh yeah, that can be fixed if you clean it, but since we might not be the best moment to clean it.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Like kinda, you can take your mouse and open the places where you click, like
Yep.
bring them up a bit and move the mouse. Maybe something stuck there. That's just in getting in the way of the mechanic thing.
I'll
I'll
try to fix it during break. Actually, I moved it and it seemed to. Okay, so I'll just put you guys on the hunter map, and I'll get out your 4th examiner. This token. Fuck.
We were already on the map.
Wait, where are you?
Yeah, we never left the big map.
Well, you're on the big map, but because this is Theater of the Mind and you wouldn't be in the map room, I'm bringing you to a different one.
Grass just steps in front of us. I was your fourth examiner the whole time.
Fucking knew it. I knew he was too powerful to be one of us.
Okay.
Tonbo and Coco passed because they were nice to me and fed me things.
Okay. So, if I can drag you guys over. There we go. You exit out.
Loop.
Over gives me loop.
I don't know if anybody remembers this fucking character, but I do.
I don't want to. I don't like this image. It scares me.
It's upsetting.
Okay, so you walk out, and you realize that you think the blimp has been wedged between two rocks, but that is exactly the case because it has, but it is conveniently right next to the exam site. And there is kind of a little step ladder that people are arranging, so the basically platform of the blimp to get off it is there's like a little tiny baby step ladder down on the ground to where you guys can just, climb down pretty easy. And you are in some sort of mountainous region, and you can't really see, but there is a gate spanning for miles, and there is thick fog keeping you from seeing what's inside the gate. And you see all of your previous examiners, and in front of them is a sort of I don't know how to put this, not empty-headed, but he kind of has those eyes to where if you look into them, you don't know if there's anything behind them, if that makes sense. He's not dumb by any means, but he doesn't seem like
soulless.
Yeah. He's wearing these thick circular glasses, a very almost dad or uncle like turtleneck sweater, and is just currently hunched over a microphone. He has dark curly short hair, and he is looking out over all of you as you pile out. He's saying something, but then he fiddles with his microphone for a second, then realizes it's not on, and then he speaks up. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, mister.
My name is Loop. I find things.
Cool.
He can't hear you, by the way. He's a little bit ways away. Like, there's speakers and stuff, so his voice is being projected, but you guys are talking amongst a giant crowd of people who are also kind of talking. Time for your fourth exam. Everybody come to the stage and put your hand in this box. And he holds out a box that is roughly the size of an adult human, but it has like a little hole in it that looks like you can put your hand or arm inside of.
Grass isn't there.
Grass is not there?
I go to the stage.
Okay.
Where's Grass?
Grass is somewhere. I need to actually copy and paste his thing real quick. Ignore that, fellas.
You didn't expect him to get this far, did you?
No, when I dragged and dropped everybody to copy and paste them, for some reason Grass did not get picked up with everybody else. But also kind of that, so... Okay, Seox. You stick your hand in the box voluntarily?
Yeah.
Roll a 1d4, my friend.
D4.
Is that a 4? You take your hand out of the box. Nothing happens. Next.
Tonbo gonna go?
Okay, Tonbo.
1d4?
1d4.
Jesus.
You take your hand out, nothing bad happens.
Aw.
Next person in line.
Oh, I suppose. Eh? Oh boy.
Something bad happened.
You feel something.
What's this crap?
Apocalypse!
No, he's normal size. Don't worry, that's not what happens.
Aw. Tonbo was gonna jump on.
It's
Tonbo was
picking
gonna jump on his head like the cat
Okay.
in those like the old Looney Tunes cartoons.
So, Grifter, as you reach your hand inside, you feel a sharp pain spike through your arm, and you instinctually rip it out of the box, and you see a glowing sort of tube running like under your skin. And then Loop is like, next.
Okay, that's
Hell
fucking
was
freaky.
that?
The origin of the girl.
Step
I guess I'll go next.
step aside, sir. Next person in line.
Jesus Christ, I'm just terrified to roll this stuff.
Walking over to Tonbo.
Your arm is sore, by the way.
Well, okay, what's happening with Roll 20 right now?
No.
I don't know, but I'm happy.
Okay, so Dustin, you quickly put your arm in. Nothing bad happens. Coco, last person.
Okay.
By laws of math,
Yeah, it happened. Oh,
If anyone had to get a tube,
Coco, you feel a sharp sensation running up your arm. Oh, I forgot to mention, please, everybody who's put their hand in the box, conceal your arms behind your back. And Coco, you see, similar to Grifter, even though you probably wouldn't have seen this, you see a kind of thing running under your skin that is glowing a bright blue. And how do you react to this?
Nervously sweating.
Okay, next. And then it cycles through everybody, and everybody's like kind of like hiding their arms behind their back. For your fourth phase, we were told to minimize contestants for the final one. As I said before, my name is Loop. I specialize in finding people who are lost. For this phase, you'll be finding people as well, through a friendly game of tag. And he pulls up his sleeve and sticks his arm in the box. You see, again, kind of similar to you, Grifter and Coco, a large blue tube run up his arm. These are parasites known as glow leeches. They burrow into people's skin and produce a luminous sensation. And he's like holding his arm like up as this is happening. You can actually see it like sort of wriggling around in there. It's so fucking gross. But this man doesn't seem to be fazed by this at all. Glow leeches do and somebody brings up a couple people will up like an actual cow onto the stage. Glow leeches stay in a host until they find another suitable host, and then he puts his hand on the cow, and you can see the leech goes from his arm inside the cow and is now currently in the cow, and the cow doesn't seem fazed by this. Over the course of a week, you will all have the chance to get rid of your leech by touching another contestant. If you have been infected by a glow leech, you can remove it by, again, finding another contestant and touching their skin. We will release you in one by one in 30-minute intervals, and you will each have to hide and or hunt down a competitor that has not been infected by a glow leech. After you have touched somebody transferring your glow leech, you'll be safe for approximately 2 minutes. Have fun. He walks off stage.
Hey, and how we win this?
Oh, I forgot about that. Excuse me a moment. Walks back on stage.
Seox is pissed right now.
So, as I mentioned before, anybody with a glow leech on their person by the end of 1 week's time will be disqualified from the next exam. In addition, we will be releasing glow leeches into the testing site periodically, so watch out for those also. One additional thing, I forgot. Sorry. Walks back off.
Okay.
Everybody's just kind of like nervously looking at you like, what the fuck just happened? Like,
Do I have any of these glow leeches recorded in a book? Or would this be the first time Tonbo's seen them?
roll a nature check. Nature.
If only I had advantage. Maybe I have advantage?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh.
But you do remember you've encountered glowworms, and there's something else that was glowing. I forgot what it was. But
Lambs.
glow clams, that's right. You know that they're probably some way related vaguely. You don't know why a leech would need to glow and expose itself like that, but you know, it's whatever. So yeah. That's not the song I wanted to play. Oh, hold on just a second. I'm gonna have to.
I like that song.
Can I offer Amori a goodwill handshake for the test to come?
You dick.
Okay, so I've just received a phone call. I think today, right now, would be a good time for a break. I will be right back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I really need to use the bathroom.
Okay, yeah. Sorry if this
Right.
session's a little slow so far, but we'll get into
It feels
the...
like it's about to pick up, like by a
Oh,
significant
yeah.
margin.
We're on the cusp right now.
Yeah, okay.
This is about to get fucking wild.
Yeah.
The glass is about to overflow.
Don't you load grass up with leeches?
I'll be right back, stream.
Hey, wait a minute. That's not a bad idea. Oh my. Oh my. Brain blast!
I mean, he didn't say anything about not killing the leeches.
That's true.
I'm very
So,
happy.
Amori, high five.
All right. Wait, what?
Too late.
This is actually something we can't help each other with. We have to do this one-on-one.
This is true. We have to either. That is the thing. The guy never said anything about we can't kill the leeches. So, like, everyone wins if the leeches just die.
Ooh, there is a thunderstorm outside.
Oh god.
All right.
I was gonna. I thought of asking if it was against the rule to just take it out or if they will kill someone. But my character's too pissed right now.
I doubt the leeches are being recorded for anything because they are just going to release more.
In
And
Tonbo's nature, he wouldn't kill an insect, so he can't do that.
No, but they didn't say anything about removing them in some other way.
It's true.
Yeah, or like finding a frog or something and giving it to the frog.
Yeah.
If it's a viable host, animals can be. So they prove it.
Demonstrated that with the cow.
Yep.
So we gotta find like 11 cows and just keep them on our person. I'm sure me and Coco can carry a cow most places.
And they also didn't say anything about not teaming up with somebody if you come across them.
I mean, technically, you can just cut your arm off.
Check. Well, that's a bit much. What, you bleed out and make it to the hunter exam? I did it! Oh, well, looks like that person lost an arm. Someone contact Hunter Examiner Matsumoto so he can come pick it up.
Alright, another one for my sweet collection.
I knew coming into this spin-off would be worth it.
Another arm bites the dust.
Okay, which one did I want to play?
I'm Daisuke Matsumoto, and it's my job to get hands.
It's the most disarming profession.
Okay. I'm back, by the way, guys. I'll read chat for a little bit. Explains why they periodically release more trench coats with cows inside. Tonbo finds a way to command the leeches, creating a leech army. Would you?
You joke, but
are they?
I like the idea of trench coat with cows inside.
I'm kind of scared how this encounter is gonna go. Yeah, no. You guys just sneak in a bunch of cows like into the under the guise of like their examinee.
Don't worry, I have an idea. I put my hat on a cow and try to bring it in. Look, just escorting Tonbo into the area.
Klaus Bajinga.
Fatty, can we ask clarifying questions about this real quick?
Yes, I'll clarify the actual rules because Loop was purposely, well, not purposely, but also kind of purposely vague.
Murder of leeches, yay or nay?
Murder of leeches?
Can we kill the leeches?
You can,
or remove them ourselves.
You can try.
We have ideas.
Okay.
Just got a gun now.
Just got a gun.
You have a gun.
This is basically...
I do not have stats of gun, but I have a gun.
I'm so...
Dan, you've been prepping for this. It's Earth Defense Force.
I'm so glad that everybody either rolled a nat 1 or a nat 20.
Yeah, and sorry, Noodle, I spoke and it happened.
But it doesn't. Listen, it's fine.
Okay.
If I fail, I have a chance to pass again next year.
I just hope that doesn't bite me in the ass.
Listen, we have a week. We can do this.
Okay. Are we all back?
I think we're still waiting on Jack.
Jack?
Yeah, what, Pete?
Okay, I'm just going to clarify the rules. So basically, you all are implanted with leeches because this is a game of tag. You have to tag somebody else so the leech can go into their body instead of yours and live under their skin instead of yours. And anybody with a glow leech by the end of the exam will fail. You can't leave the exam site, which so far you assume is fenced off by a very long fence that you really can't see the end of. You don't know anything about this environment or where you're at, just other than you're in the mountains, and you can kind of see the outline structure to some buildings. You both have to survive a week and by the end of it not have a leech. So yeah, that's basically it. If there's anything else I need to clarify, I can.
Are the leeches like visible on you at all times? Because is that how you know you have a leech or not?
Yes, they kind of Coco. This leech would run up the entire length of your arm.
Is it going anywhere in particular?
It kind of squirms around a bit, and it kind of hurts a little when it does, but not as bad as you think it would. It's kind of strange.
This is gross, Batty.
It is gross, and it's fucked up because it's Hunter x Hunter.
Is anything barring people from teaming up?
No, you were not specified whether you can't team up or not, so if you want to team up, you can, but you were told that you'll be released in random 30-minute intervals.
Gotcha. I know how this plays out.
Yeah. I kind of wanted to make each test similar to its counterpart in the next exam. Thus why you could probably see some similarities between the actual fourth phase in the manga and what I'm doing here, but it's a little different. I hope it's different enough to be interesting.
It's gross.
It is really gross.
It's cool.
You have bugs in your arm. Congratulations.
Wait, bugs
Yeah,
near our bones.
congratulations, Mori. High five.
I see what
That
you did there.
Okay. So, is everybody ready to start again now that the rules have been clarified?
I am ready to go.
Okay. So, as kind of the rules are announced, you notice the air kind of changes with everybody. This is a very weird challenge, and kind of similar to previous phases. A lot of people are a little bit more trusting of one another, a little bit more so now, because nobody exactly knows who has a leech. You've been told to stand and 5 feet apart, not in reference to real life events or anything like that. That's just coincidental.
Social distancing.
You have to social distance, and you are eventually released one by one. I want everybody to roll me a casual initiative that I will keep track of for the entire duration to see what everybody does in what order. And then if you happen to get into encounters, you'll have to roll your own initiative for that. Dustin, that's beautiful.
Lord,
God damn it. Even when I get my nat 20s, like, get shown up.
why are our rolls good now?
Betty, I'm gonna roll a second time. I don't know if my advantage on initiative counts for this or no.
Okay.
It's just casual.
Yeah, sure.
Why not?
It doesn't really matter.
I go last anyway, regardless.
You go last and you rolled an 18, I just want to point out. Everybody fucking did well on these dumb casual initiatives. So, Dustin. Excuse me. Coco. And last but not least, Mr. Tonbo.
Slap a fool. Somebody get Shellnark.
Okay.
I don't know if we can take Shellnark.
No, we're not trying to take Shellnark. We're gonna stay very far away from him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wanna fucking.
This boy's scary.
Dustin. With little direction and even less reinformation by the staff that is currently on hand, you are brought to a chain link fence that has a little lock on it. They unlock the lock, which is weird because this thing, you could easily hop this like normally. It's only about 4 feet, but they still unlock it and let you through. And one of the association members is going to look to you. All right, you have 30 minutes to get lost. Good luck.
Well, thank you. I'll just bolt off right.
Okay. Is there a direction that you're running?
I'm just gonna try and find a heavily crowded looking area.
Of people?
Not like crowded of people. I mean crowded like.
There's a lot of debris and stuff to hide behind.
Yeah.
Okay. As you're running through, you're kind of running aimlessly without direction. You notice that there are a lot of what you can tell to be industrial sort of architecture. It kind of looks like some sort of mix between an industrial park and a construction site. You notice there's a lot of buildings that are unfinished, a lot of buildings that are destroyed, and a lot of buildings that hold some sort of machinery that you're not aware of. It is still very foggy, so you can't see too far in front of you, but you do manage to kind of start running. And I am going to do something real quick. Roll me a dexterity saving throw as you start to hear a sizzling noise. 22.
And it's you.
You barely jump out of the way as you notice your boot, the bottom of your boot is starting to burn a little. And you notice you just stepped in a yellow puddle of some sort that is currently bubbling.
Oh, gee.
From what you can tell, based on your previous experience, that is acid of some sort. Kind of similar to the acid that was sprayed on Coco and Tonbo the day prior.
All right, I'm gonna be a bit more careful then. Now I'm gonna be looking just everywhere around me, like specifically at the floor.
Eventually, you do come across what seems to be a field of concrete cylinders that were obviously meant to be pipes for sludge at some point, or something along those lines. You can easily hide behind one of these if you wanted to. Okay. Next, it would be... Oh, fuck. Seox was supposed to go first. That's my bad.
Hey.
Seox, you're escorted there next. You both rolled nat 20s. Doesn't really matter too much. So, Seox, you're escorted to the gate. You're told the same thing. Good luck and get lost. What is your course of action, and what direction do you want to run, if you so choose?
Okay, I'm gonna run northeast.
Northeast.
Yeah, I'm basically gonna Naruto run down.
Okay. You start running. You see similar architecture. A lot of girders, kind of direction you've chosen to go. You run without running into anybody else or any dangers so far, but you can't help but feel there's some sort of danger looming over the air. The fog seems to get a little bit thicker where you're heading currently. Before, you could probably see about 60 feet in front of you, and now you can probably see only 40 feet in front of you. But other than that, you seem to be in an area that is mostly just girders of the skeletons of buildings that were never made.
Yeah, they are small buildings, right?
Relatively small, yes.
Okay. Is there some kind of trees or something? No, or there's not that much of a forest to say something.
You don't see any trees. You occasionally see grass, some of which is dead or decayed, and some of which is just barely hanging on to life. You find overgrown sort of vines consuming buildings and parts of buildings, but you do not see any trees.
Okay. Is there any building that's basically more than 2-story high?
There is... Most of these buildings are actually more than 2 stories. Again, a lot of them are just like the skeletal structure of buildings.
Basically, what I'm gonna do, I want to find a building that's amongst other buildings that's not either the smallest one or the biggest one, but to try to get like to the second or third story of that building and try to sneak away inside there.
Okay.
And I make my base of operation there.
Okay.
Basically, doing the I forgot that what's the name of that thing? Oh, Gaijin says that thing the whole time. Basically, stay more than 45-degree above what people normally see, and they'll never see you.
That blind spot.
Yeah, you find a building that kind of matches with a third story segment that only seems to be the makings of a concrete floor and 3 concrete walls. The 2 walls that are side by side are kind of broken apart, and it's a little open. There is no roof, but you're able to kind of glance through the whole of what was once a window, and you're kind of able to camp out there for the time being. Coco,
That's me.
you walk up to the gate. Your arm is currently throbbing. You know that you have to find somebody to transfer your leech. You do not see anybody currently because you have a limited range of motion because of the thick fog, and you were sent through the gate. What do you do?
Rather than trying to find someone, she's not keen on the idea of making anyone fail. Wants to find some kind of animal, like a frog or something.
Okay. What are you going to do to try to find such an animal?
Nature or investigation, I guess.
Okay. Roll a nature or survival check of your choice.
Survival.
Ooh, survival. You start running for about 5 minutes, just kind of surveying the ground, and you actually see some sort of tracks of some sort of animal. They almost look like a lizard or a skink footprint, but you notice that this footprint is bigger than yours is. It's some sort of reptile of a sort of large size that you can't discern what it is.
Investigate, try to find said animal.
With that survival check, you would be currently on the track of something like that. Roll me a perception check normally because you are following this creature's tracks. 10. Okay. I'm gonna roll something real quick. Okay. So, Coco, you're running through, kind of trying to make haste to find this creature, and you hear something come up from behind you. And you hear a gurgling noise. Do you turn around?
Yes.
Okay. You see a lizard that is yellow in color. It doesn't appear to have any eyes and is the size of a draft horse. It has its mouth pointed to the sky and it's making a gurgling sound, and it is very much aware of your presence.
Gosh. Tag, you're it.
Do you touch it?
Yes.
You slap it on the side. It sort of backs away after you do. The leech is not transferred. You notice that around the creature's throat there is another long blue tube that is glowing.
Gosh.
And I want you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, that's not that bad. You take 2 acid damage as it unloads the contents of its stomach at you. You're able to not roll out of the way as good as you could have, but enough to where you don't get a majority of the acid on you. And I guess this would be initiative.
Initiative?
Yeah, roll me. I guess it would be your turn. So this is just a simple 2-person initiative. I'll go ahead and make a new place between you and the lizard.
Okay, we need the Pokemon song now. The battle.
Oh, man. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm on another phone call. Hold on.
I'll be right back. I have to give this over to my dad.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
I'll be copying and pasting why this is happening. If I need to leave,
Cable,
I
it's
will.
up to us to provide the background music for this situation.
Have a pretty good idea of what's going on. They probably don't want us transferring it to Eminals, so they've already infected them.
Okay, so you be right here, Noodle. This mysterious figure is going to be the stand-in for the lizard on the map. I'm gonna play some epic fight music by Luis.
Just play Smoothie. You didn't even fight. You and the lizard just chill out. You bro out for like 7 days.
You learn a lot about each other, and you become good friends over the course. No.
Wow, that acid gave me quite the trip.
Okay, there we go.
I'm back.
Okay, sweet. So, Noodle, a lizard just tried to spray acid on you. What are you doing currently?
That's not very nice.
I was just gonna actually try to run away.
Okay. Do you use a disengage action?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you disengage from the lizard. What direction are you running?
Well, where am I right now?
You are... Oh, did I not transfer you to this map? Fuck. That's my bad. There we go. Okay. Again, I don't have maps for these places, so you're running from the lizard.
I'm gonna try to run to one of the more industrial-looking areas.
Okay. To your right, there are a lot of girders and kind of desolated buildings. To your left, it's more, I guess, machinery, and the fog is a little less thick. If you're going to run to where you're probably is going to be harder to find you, it would be best to run to the right currently.
Okay, to the right it is then.
Okay, so can you control your token?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Roll me, even though you're not actively trying to stealth, roll me a general stealth check. Because... Okay.
Damn.
So, this lizard, which you saw had no eyes earlier, is currently running in the direction that it sensed you were in front of, but you currently instead ran to the right of it. So it's just going in a semi-opposite direction to where you are now. And I'm going to say with that nat 20, you make it out of this encounter with your face still intact.
Hey! Avoided a death lizard.
You did.
That was a
Okay.
good call. Good job, me.
Good you. Okay. Next. So are you just going to hide in this sort of girder?
For the time being, now that I know that the animals are also infected, that's kind of pointless. I'm just gonna hide until I find someone who is leechless.
Okay, sweet. So let's take you guys back to the map. Oh, wrong map. Oh, that's wonderful. My mouse. My fucking mouse. That's alright. Okay. Next would be Grifter. Your arm is swelling. What do you do? You're currently at the gate. And they just closed
Can
it
I look
behind
down to see if I see any tracks in the immediate area, like where people might have gone off to?
The sort of starting area is a bit muddy and moist and damp. There are so many footprints that they kind of meld into one another and branch out. But it's hard to discern specific footprints unless if you were to roll something.
Say, either like an investigation or perception.
Yeah, I'd say either of those would work. Investigation.
Yeah.
It's kind of destroyed and muddy and damp to discern any specific footprints. Also, you don't take the time to look at the bottom of anyone's shoes, so, you know.
Well, suppose maybe a straight line is the best path after all. Yeah, I'm just gonna head just straight ahead.
Okay. So, Dustin, you head straight ahead, and Grifter, excuse me. God damn it. I was looking at Dustin's name, and I actually wrote his name down on my fucking sheet. Okay. Grifter, my friend. You kind of start running until you find a medium of grass that is, and again, not grass the character, grass the plant substance. You find this concreted off medium of grass that expands a very long length with sort of benches juxtaposed on either side. Most of the grass is dead. You do find some patches of grass that are still alive and covered in weeds. And you're kind of just making your way through. As you see, again, skeletal structures of buildings peeking out from the fog to your left and right side. You see kind of destroyed lampposts with shattered lights or that are just completely knocked over. And other than that, you're just like running directly forward in a straight line.
Also gonna keep an ear out with the passive 18 just in case I can determine if anything is around.
Okay.
But
you hear shuffling of some sort to about 200 feet away from you, but it doesn't sound like a person.
There's anything like that cow, this could be a great opportunity.
Do you go in that direction?
I'm going to stealth off in that direction.
Okay, roll a stealth check. Okay. Stealth, you look and you actually see, similar to Coco, a giant yellow eyeless lizard with being the size of a draft horse, but it is currently sat in a puddle of some yellow bubbly liquid, and upon closer inspection it is actually eating something.
Am I able to see this?
You're able to kind of peek around. It looks human. It does not currently notice you.
Do I notice if it looks like it could be infected?
You look it up and down for a second, and eventually around its left sort of claw, you do see another glowing leech.
Going to try to find any sort of high ground for like cover, or any sort of like structure.
You do see a couple light poles near you that you could probably climb up. Other than that, you do see again buildings on the edge of the fog, but it's probably going to take you a little bit to get there if you're going to run there for cover.
The area that had the grass, you said that was closed off by some kind of wall.
It wasn't
wall-like
closed off, but you know, in highways when they have concrete medians that separate the highway from patches of grass. That is basically what it is. But you don't seem to be on any sort of road of some sort. But you did notice benches juxtaposed on either side of them. And you kind of diverge from this line of grass mediums that have been going on for a very long time that you, by the way, can't see it into. But other than that, again, you see the buildings, and you see a light pole that you could probably climb to the top of if you really wanted to.
For the moment, being up high is probably a good idea, so I can just keep an eye out for eyes and ears on things.
Okay. So, do you head to the building or climb on top of the light pole?
I'm just gonna climb on top of the light pole for now.
Okay, roll an acrobatics check. Okay. You're able to kind of hop up it with little hardship. You get to the top and kind of find your way to sit on railing that is on the side of it. It looks at some point this might have been like where a person would sit to do maintenance on it. You are about, I'd say, 30 feet in the air currently.
Any sort of danger kind of makes its way towards me. Just looking at the stick of dynamite, I just pulled the stick of dynamite out of my pocket, like, do have this just in case.
Okay.
And I do have a way to light it too.
Yeah, you do. Last but not least, Tonbo. You feel your heart thumping in your chest as the gate opens and the gate closes behind you. Where do you go?
So I assigned some directions to a D8, and it gave me straight ahead.
Okay.
Which I think fits Tonbo fairly well. Well, nowhere to go but forward. And
God, we're on the same wavelength.
I immediately start just like kicking off and running. I will be doing that in stealth, though.
Okay, roll a general stealth check. 7.
7. Tonbo's not stealthy.
You're walking on the medium, but you know when you're like a kid and you play that game to where you like running on lines of things? Like, say if on like a sidewalk there was a little strip of concrete that ran along, you just like want to run along that strip of concrete.
Oh, like the floor is lava kind of.
Yeah, kind of like the floor is lava. You do that with the grass, and just like the medium divider in between the grass and the rest of the concrete flooring of this area. And you don't realize this, but you're making a clacking sound as you do. And as you are running, you notice a big figure out in front of you that you can't really tell what it is.
Would this be a perception check, or could like passive perception help this?
If you want to get a good look at it, you can either go forward or roll a perception check of some sort.
I will do a... So no passive, I have to actively be like doing a perception check.
Yeah.
14?
14. You look in, again, you see the same eyeless giant lizard. And it is currently just milling about, carrying something in its mouth.
Oh, it's adorable, but I don't have time to play with it right now.
Same area I'm in.
Yes, it would be. You would, at the edge of your vision, see some sort of short figure in the fog. And you also see the lizard who is on the opposite side, more north than this creature. And it is currently does not notice the smaller creature on the outside of the fog. That you can tell it's probably another competitor.
I'm gonna make. Oh,
I kind of. If I see that there's someone over there and I see the lizard, like, could I actually use what do I have here? I can throw. I'd like to throw one of my dice in a direction away from us.
Okay.
See if I can get the lizard's attention.
Okay. Just roll a dex check because you're just throwing dice. 12. You're able to get it off into a direction, and you actually kind of misthrow it a little bit, and it gets in front of where the lizard would be able to see it, but pays it no mind until you hear the clanking sound on the ground, and it like starts to run off in the direction it heard the sound. Tonbo, you would have heard something similar and see it run off.
Oh, well. Guess it's going to take care of something. Tonbo's just going to keep, like, wandering his way forward. As he's going straight, just kind of walking in a straight line, can I do a herbalist check to see if I can find plants and stuff to make new things while I'm in here?
Yes.
Like a new, like, the pods?
Yes.
Alright. So if I get below an 11, I get the first stage ones that are only, like, 2 points.
Yep.
But higher than that, I get the 5-point ones.
Yes. Well, it's a scale. So
I'm sorry, Cable, but when you say pods, all I can think of for some dumb reason is Tide Pods.
No.
Okay.
Oh,
Go.
You explain. I'll just roll it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So you find grass that is soaked in some substance. You know, it's probably not good for the grass, and it probably wouldn't be good for anybody to make contact with, but you're able to carefully use it, and you make, I'd say, up to your choice between 1 and 5 pods of little orbs that, out of character, does acid damage.
Ooh, I have acid pods.
Yeah.
Wait.
You can.
Oh, you actually did make Tide Pods. Wow.
Yeah. Well, they're base pods, but same difference. But you can choose how many you make. You know, as I explained to you, Cable, you can only make 5 of them per day. So if you want to use that to make 5 of those things, you can. Or if you want to wait to find another plant, you can.
Can I make 2 and hold off and see if I can make 3 more of something else later?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll make 2 acid pods.
Okay, sweet. And as you're fiddling around, Grifter, you would notice that this is Tonbo below you.
I'm gonna hop off and walk up to him.
Okay, are you stealthing?
It's Tonbo, so no.
Okay. Tonbo, you see a shadow drifting over you.
Do I see who it is, or do I just see a shadow?
You see the shadow, and then you see the shadow. He's currently... Are you going in front of him or behind him?
I'm just walking straight towards him.
Okay, yeah, no, you see it's Grifter. He's not trying to sneak up on you or anything.
Alright, so without looking up at him, I just, as I'm making something, I just go, "Hi, Grifter!" With, like, just... Like, I sense him coming, basically, and I just say hi to him.
Well, at least we found someone familiar.
Check it out. I made acid pods.
That is the handy skill you have there. Question. What happened to you when you stuck your hand in that box?
Nothing. Arm's fine.
Just Grifter lets out a sigh, and I pull down my sleeve.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, cool.
What is
Not
it?
cool. That's the leech.
Oh. Huh. It's luminescent. Seems weird that they would do that. Leeches are more docile and try to avoid attracting attention.
That's why I'm keeping my sleeves down. Just pull it back down.
Wonder if there's a reason they're glowing like this.
Maybe Anne would know. She showed us the worms.
Did.
Anywho, I have to get rid of this thing in a week or else I'm out.
We can find you a cow, probably. I think cows are native to these area.
I don't know if they might survive whenever that big lizard was.
Oh, I saw that. Looked weird. It also had one of those things in it, too. Wait, no, Tonbo wouldn't have seen that.
Yeah, he wouldn't have.
No, it's infected.
Well, I guess we could... Well, I can help you find something if you're looking to get rid of the thing. I don't want you to fail.
I'd rather not fail myself, so teaming up seems the best option. We can keep each other out of trouble, I suppose.
Yeah. Also, I'm pretty good with forests too. I kind of, from the small area I was in, I kind of have it a little, almost like mentally mapped out to a degree.
I'm sure if this counts as a forest, considering debris and broken buildings.
Yeah, it's foresty enough.
I'm not sure if even my skill can help us carefully navigate this.
Oh no, we see if you go back that way, just a couple blah blah. He just explains it to you like very in detail where he came from and what and how to get around and navigate for this small area he's been through.
Same
Easy.
direction, actually.
You can't. The trees give it away, really. If you look at those, you can pretty much navigate your way around here pretty easily.
Well, yeah, and you can also look at the side walls and the concrete and how the girders are all. Just we're both just explaining how we don't get lost with our feet.
I didn't notice those.
By the way,
I wanted to assist with Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
what were you gonna do, real quick?
I wanted to assist him with investigations to help him find an animal that he can get rid of this thing with.
Before you do, were you guys whispering, or how loud were you talking when you were saying this?
I assumed he was within earshot of me, so I wouldn't be talking like obnoxiously loud, but I wouldn't think there'd be a need to whisper.
Okay. What about you, Grifter?
Just kind of like just keeping up close, but not close enough to touch him, and just kind of just talking like.
Okay. I'll roll something real quick.
They became Sims.
Okay. So. Okay. Right as you're about to discuss this, you see something running towards you in the fog. And it's probably the thing from earlier. We're going to switch now to the next person in line. Mr. Dustin. You're currently running in your own little direction. What are you doing currently?
Well, currently I'm just trying to find. Actually, you said I was near like this big concrete like tubing, right? Before.
Yes.
Like how wild are they placed? Like, are they neatly stacked, like put together, or are there a few of them that are strewn about the place?
They're stacked side by side. They look like they were unloaded next to each other. So they're pretty straight and symmetrical, except one that is completely destroyed.
Alright, is there any buildings or anything next to these, or?
Next to these, there would be what looks to be some sort of warehouse / hangar of some sort.
I'm just gonna go in there and check it out.
Okay. You look inside. Most of this warehouse seems to be cleared out. There's debris of boxes and papers and just various things. You notice there's a hole in the hangar warehouse that has been ripped through the roof, and there's some support beams that are sort of balanced in between the ground and the roof of this warehouse. You could probably climb up one of them if you really want to get on top, but other than that, there's not really any other purpose.
So there's not like any. Is there any like secondary floors in here?
Not in this. There is what looks to be a side office that is its own separate little building within inside the warehouse that is about the size of a shed.
Okay. Hmm. I'll try going to the roof then.
Okay. You climb on top.
Being very fucking careful.
You kind of climb your way onto the roof. It's easy to get off of, even though you're not sure if what you're standing on is sturdy enough, but you're able to get on it all right. You can kind of see over the area a little bit, and you notice that there are a number of glowing things off on the edge of the fog that you can discern to be the glow leeches that are just kind of swarming about in sort of almost like a herd or a little entanglement of them, and they're kind of moving towards the north, but they don't seem to see you at this point.
I'm just gonna lay low up here for now. Just keep my gun on hand, just keeping an eye out for anyone who comes within at least sight of where I am.
Okay. You do so. Seox. Last we checked with you, you were hiding in a building, keeping an eye out for people and setting up sort of a base camp.
Yep, that's me.
Okay, roll me a perception check.
Perception. $21.
Okay. So, you actually see somebody that is familiar to you. They are somebody knows from earlier at the very first part of the exam. You haven't spoken to them since. They're wearing a green leather jacket, jeans, and have this silly, doofy looking helmet on with spiked glasses. You think they called themselves the Human Shell or something. But he is currently running through the area, and he looks like he is looking for someone.
I'm gonna keep an eye on him, but I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna keep attention to him and stay stealthy.
Okay.
On my roof.
You see him, a building across the street, he runs into directly, and it actually collapses the building when he does it. And he walks out of the rubble relatively unscathed from what you can tell, and he is still vigorously searching for something.
Can I roll an insight to see if he's one of the infected and yes, he's just looking for people?
Yeah, sure.
23.
You would say by his mannerisms that he probably saw something or someone in the area and is currently hunting them down for whatever reason. So you can probably discern that he is infected with that 23 insight.
Yeah, I want to keep an eye on him if he's just destroying all the buildings.
You know, he isn't purposely trying to destroy some of the buildings, but you can tell he's getting frustrated because he probably just saw somebody.
Well, then I'm gonna... Is there any other buildings that I can potentially jump to from here?
So I didn't describe this well enough. You're in a series of partially constructed buildings that have worn through time. They are very small, but each are about 2 to 3 stories tall, and they're symmetrically laid out in a grid, and they seem to go on for a while. You are in one of the 3-story buildings, or at least that got to have a 3rd story. And you notice there's actually like a lot of graffiti and stuff around where you are. But other than that, you don't notice. You could probably jump to the next building pretty easily, but it's a 2-story building, so you might need to be a little careful when you do. But you do have a way out from here other than jumping directly to the ground. That's what you're worried about.
Yeah, I'm just looking at options because I actually can. I don't have my class thing, but I can jump more than normal people.
Okay.
So I just want to have like options.
All right.
Because if I can just jump to another building and not be seen, that would be good.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to stay like kind of high.
Okay. Coco. It's
Yes.
currently your turn. You decided to run and try to track down an animal that you could infect, but upon closer inspection, you realized that they were actually infected themselves, and they tried to spit acid at you, which they did a little, but it wasn't as bad as it could have been, and you were able to get away with a very, very, very good stealth check. And you were currently in, you wouldn't know this, but similar environment to what other people have seen so far. A lot of skeletal buildings. And you are currently hiding behind a beam of some sort. What is your next course of action?
Next course of action is to, and I might want to flavor this a certain way later, is to just hide until I see someone
Okay.
pass by.
Okay. Gonna roll something real quick. Da, 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 da. Okay. Okay. You stay there for a while, and eventually you don't see anybody come by you. You think you see something moving, and then you realize it's a blue glow leech just kind of squirming around trying to find somebody to infect.
What did we do where? To think of it, if I were not infected, I would probably be hiding.
The glow leech, upon further inspection, seems to squirm into something that you didn't think was anything of note, because it's kind of hard to tell in this fog. Things are just kind of shapes. And it squirms into something, but then squirms back out, and then is on its way further into the fog.
Well, the leech.
Yeah, if you want to find out what that is, you'd either have to roll a perception check or get closer to it.
Perception, I suppose.
Yeah.
If not, I can always just follow it in.
Okay. So, are you getting closer to it or rolling a perception?
I was trying it, it didn't click for some weird reason.
Okay, so you see, it's kind of hard to tell because it looks like a crumpled bag, but then you notice that there are fingers coming out from it, and you can make out what is a hand and now what is an arm attached to this malformation shape in the fog.
Dear.
Person?
Yeah, it's a person of some sort. If you want to get more details on the person, you have to walk and actually look at it.
I will do that. There's no risk in it for me because I'm already infected.
Okay. You walk up and you see a person who is no longer among the living. He's probably in his mid-30s, dark hair, and the most noticeable thing about this figure is, one, on his right arm, there is a giant hole that has been torn out, and on his left arm, there is also another giant hole that has been torn out, and debatably, the most noticeable thing, there is a knife wedged in between his eyes.
Boy.
Roll a general intelligence check.
Oh boy.
14. You can probably discern that, given the circumstances, people would probably avoid being infected any means possible. And that might mean stopping an infected person, before they get anywhere near them.
Boy, that's comforting.
Yeah. And you would also know with that intelligence check that these leeches probably can't inhabit a dead body. That's why that leech exited itself after it entered.
That's also comforting. Great.
Great. I'm going to say you're still stealth because of that nat 20 from earlier, but you're being cautious about it. Okay.
Right, I am.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to do?
I guess for people.
Okay. Continue like for.
Anyone at this point?
Roll either an investigation or perception check of your choice. 18. You hear a shotgun blast coming directly east of you. And with that, we're going to move on to Grifter and Tonbo. Grifter and Tonbo. Last time you basically had your turn, you noticed that the lizard from earlier that you scared off has now found you guys and is coming directly towards you. Let me take you to the map.
Oh boy.
And I'll just use the same token. They're a good deal larger than you, but yeah, no. He would be right here. I want you two to roll initiative for me. Now I'll roll for this lizard. Oh, that's not good. Okay. This lizard's coming directly at you. What do you do?
I got a 21.
21. Hell yeah.
Alright, Professor, fight or flight?
Flight. And Tonbo immediately wants to take the disengage action to run away.
Okay. So you're running? Which direction are you running?
So if it's coming from, let me see. If it's coming from this way, Tonbo would want to go the opposite direction, try to either get towards any like tall places or trees that he could get up to real quick.
Okay, there would be a light pole near you guys where... Oh, Nor Coco, she's not on this map right now. There would be a light pole that Grifter was on top of that I will mark for you guys. If I can get this. So yeah. So right here, there's a light pole. So are you trying to get on top of this, or are you trying to run that direction?
I would like to go this direction and like circle around to it, like if I was going this way, so that way the thing doesn't actually see me go straight for it.
Okay, you can do so.
Okay.
Actually, roll me intelligence check before you do. Or a nature. Okay, that's gonna work.
That's an intelligence save, not a check.
Okay.
Sorry, I'll reroll.
You could do a nature also if you wanted to.
I am actually proficient with nature, so yes. Hey!
Okay.
Nice.
You know that there are a great deal of creatures that cannot see. You notice that this creature seems to be attracted to sound based off of what you saw when you heard the dice clanking and how it came at you originally because of your foot stomping.
Oh, okay. Then what I would do actually then... I don't want to take back the move action if it's already too late to do that.
I'd say you could, just because you would probably know this information outright.
Okay. Are there any like loose stones on the ground near me?
There is a lot of loose stones and broken concrete and stuff like that.
Alright. I grab a chunk and then use my net, aiming in this direction.
Okay.
So like over here.
Okay.
I can't ping. So would I roll a ranged attack with my net?
Yes. 12. You hit the ground. It kind of starts getting confused, and is not it wouldn't move forward on its turn, but it's kind of looking between the two directions and doesn't know where to go currently.
And then I quietly gesture to Grifter to start. I point towards the place he was at and say and like try to stealth away as I move that way.
Okay, you can't roll a stealth check on your turn, but you can try to walk quietly, I guess. It currently has its attention drawn between two places, so have to roll something. But do you want to run to the light pole?
Yes.
Okay. Would you have to dash doing so?
No.
Okay.
I have 40 feet of movement speed.
Okay, sweet. Then, okay, that's good. Grifter, your turn.
Going with the idea that Tombo had, I am also going to throw a rock in the same direction.
Okay.
So that way it hears another noise.
It is going to, probably at this point, it would look, that's going to be your action, but it's going to start looking in this direction.
Do I have to roll anything to throw the rock in that direction?
You can. You're not hitting a creature, so there's not really that high of a DC.
Okay, so just so they're trying to help it make a decision, like helping, like throw another rock where Tonbo had thrown it.
Okay.
So, I'll also be walking towards where the light pole is. I can move 30 feet.
Okay. You do so. So on its turn, it is actually going to walk in this direction because it is thoroughly convinced that you guys made it your way over there. And we will say initiative can end there. Okay. You guys are currently by the light pole and you're keeping your eye on this thing. It's not completely out of sight, but it doesn't seem to be after you guys anymore.
Kind of motioning to Tombo like like opposite direction.
Tonbo actually he gestures for you to come close when you can. I have an idea. So these things seem to be responsive to sound, right?
So it seems. I noticed that a little bit when I threw the die.
So, and Tonbo starts like gesturing to like the loose stones on the ground. As long as we use these, as long as we use these to keep it sort of within a general area, we can establish either a perimeter or a spot where people won't come from that eliminates the places we can be snuck up on. Because nobody will go near the creature, and and we know how to like keep it distracted. All we have to do is be very quiet. And Tonbo would be whispering this, Batty, just so you know.
Yeah.
And this is the same area where I saw it eating the body, right?
Yes.
I'd like to investigate that.
Okay. So, are you just going to walk in the direction of the body?
Yeah, I mean, I'm already infected.
You look and you see the body. It is definitely somebody that was with you during the exam, but not anybody you know personally. So,
Tombo, don't touch this thing, because whenever that lizard was infected, it could have transferred something over to this. We don't know.
Yeah, they're acidic in nature too, so be careful of that.
Yeah, it was sitting in a pool of bubbling liquid as it was eating. Want to see if there's anything on the body.
Okay. Roll a survival check.
Oh boy.
I'd be keeping watch for creatures while he's doing this.
If you didn't do well enough on the survival check, I would have said you would probably take an acid damage. But you're able to fish it out sort of before you start checking the body and avoid the acidy parts. You find their ID, their exam number ID. It is 0002. You find a knife, what you can think that was a machete, but it's kind of broken in two. Other than that, everything else on this person seems to have started dissolving and is either unusable or at the bottom of an acid pool, which you do not want to reach into.
Would I be able to somewhat dip that bottle I have into the acid to fill it up some?
You would roll an intelligence check. You would know that glass doesn't melt when in contact with acid, so you could actually do that. You would probably need to be very careful about it because you need to dip it in the acid without burning your own hand.
Well, maybe not the best idea at the moment.
Okay.
And if these things are acidic in nature, this will do no good against them anyway.
With that, I think it would be a good time to wrap up the first day. I want everybody in their order to tell me how they are going to either stay awake or go to sleep, or how they're going to rest during the circumstances, starting with Dustin. Dustin, what are you doing?
While still being on the roof, I'm going to back up a bit so I'm a bit more in this. Well, not so much in the center, but more just away from the edge of it. I'm just gonna lay out there, but still keeping an eye out for any noises really at this point.
Okay. So you're kind of hidden, kind of. Okay. Next would be our good friend Seox.
Wouldn't be would two of the two walls meet like in a corner where I'm at?
Yes.
Well, I would be in basically in that corner, looking the other way. I'm just gonna sleep seated there.
Okay.
Is there any stairway up here?
Is there any stairway?
Or it's just like
you climbed your way up here.
Okay, perfect,
Yeah.
perfect. That's actually perfect. Okay.
Yeah, no. Okay, Coco, you heard a gunshot from ways away, but you notice that it is starting to get late and you haven't heard it in a little bit. What are you doing currently? Coco?
Damn it, muted again.
That's alright.
Every time.
Expressing my desire to be away from the gunshots, and I would want to take at least a 3-hour nap, and then like come out at night and try to look for someone who is not indeed infected.
Okay, are you going to hide out somewhere? Okay, there is the kind of dilapidated building that you're hiding behind one of its pillars that you could probably find a place to hide in temporarily.
That'll do.
Okay, sweet. Last but not least, Grifter and Tonbo. Tonbo, so Cable has to do something. He'll be right back. He said he wanted to keep watching shifts. Is that all right with you, Grifter?
We'd probably be on top of that light pole and where the that maintenance area was.
Yeah.
And pretty much like one of us could could actually rest and sleep a bit while the other one kept watch.
Okay, it's kind of hard to sleep on top of the light pole, but you can sleep at the base of the light pole if that makes sense.
And the other one just kind of keep watch on top.
Yes. Do you guys want to do that?
I'm back.
Okay. So as I was talking, Grifter and you will keep watch. One person can be on the light pole at a time, and the other could sleep at the base of the pole. Is that all right with you?
Yes.
Okay. So that's how you guys will keep watch. Okay, sweet. So I'm going to see something real quick. Okay. So you all wake up from your naps. Dustin, you're currently on top of the warehouse. You don't see anybody outright. You hear rustling from directly underneath you, though. We're going to start back in the turn order with you.
Alright, I'm gonna very gingerly look to where the noise is coming from.
Okay. You know it's probably coming below you in that office that you have just encountered.
Alright, I'm just gonna stay here for now, just being as quiet as I can while keeping an eye on what's happening in there.
Okay. Do you go below and look, or do you just stay on top and check?
Oh, I'm staying on top.
Okay. You hear the rustling stop, and then you see somebody below you kind of run out of the front of the warehouse, and you see Tonpa walking out of the office area with a bunch of packaged foods in his arm, and he is currently looking from side to side. He does not notice you.
I'm gonna go down and check the office.
Okay. You look inside the office after Tonpa is not out of sight, but to where he's away from the warehouse. You notice that there was a vending machine inside and is currently broken open.
Son of a bitch.
And as that happens, you realize that you're actually starting to get a little hungry because you didn't really eat that much yesterday, other than breakfast.
Fuck.
Okay. Is there anything else you're doing?
Oh, fuck, I probably took everything there was.
You can roll an investigation check.
Yeah.
Okay. You get really sad, and then you realize, oh wait, I've had an office job before. You open one of the drawers to see a hidden mini fridge that is still plugged in.
Jesus.
And inside, you find a semi-moldy sandwich, not too moldy. You find a couple apples with minimal rot, a thermostat full of what you think is lemonade, and a box of tubulos.
Yay!
What's the level of crunch?
80%.
Daddy. Love you.
You can add
I'm
all those to your
take-
inventory.
just gonna take all of it.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm gonna... I'll take the apples and the tubulos and just go back up. Actually, no, I will just take all of it. Fuck it, I'll take all of it and go back up to the roof.
Okay.
I'm gonna inspect this thermos because I ain't gonna be fucking drinking this yet.
Okay. You head back.
I don't want to accidentally chug acid.
Okay. Do you just want to keep watch still?
Yeah.
Okay. You continue to keep watch. Seox. You slept in the corner, and you open your eyes, and you see somebody across from you. Again, from the first exam, you remember there was a lady wearing a one-piece dress with several piercing and tattoos, and she is just sitting across from you, staring at you when you wake up.
I'm amazed you kinda sneaked up on me. What do you want?
Oh yeah, no, it's fine. Keep your voice down. And she points down, and you see the person known as the human shell. Currently, he is sleeping in the road against the building to the other side of the street from you guys. And
Is
yeah. So what do you do currently?
is she glowing in any capacity?
Her arms are not glowing.
Okay, noticing that the guy's there. I take my arms and I like tap them to see like signaling like asking her if she's infected.
She's gonna hold up both her arms. She is not, and she's going to signal over to your arms.
I'm showing her.
Yep. Nope. You're not infected. And then she is going to point over to the human shell, who is again across the street, laying against the building on the ground. And she makes like a wiggling motion with her hand.
I just not. By the way, I was gonna ask. Do we have any kind of like rations or something?
You probably would have kept rations. I'm gonna be lenient on you guys, and I'm gonna say your rations aren't from the start of the journey. They're meant to last. They probably haven't fared well, but they're still somewhat edible. Within the next day or so, they probably will not be.
Okay.
Other than that, you've been fed by the Hunter Association in between tests.
Mm-hmm. Well, since she's not infested, and kind of we have the menace of the guy down there.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stay here and just keep an eye of any movement.
Okay.
As long as this place is safe, I'm staying here.
Okay. She is just gonna keep an eye out the window, but she is currently just sitting by you. Is that all you're gonna do for now?
Yeah, that's all. I'm just trying to survive this.
Okay, sweet. Okay, Coco. You wake up and you hear actually rustling. Kind of 2 buildings away from you. Somebody is stepping on some sort of trash.
Investigate.
Investigate. Did you click it?
Oh. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's fine. 15. You look through the windows that don't actually have glass in them, and really quickly you see scabies in 2 buildings down from you kind of pass by one of the windows, and it seems like there's some sort of fire in that building, but you quickly peek your head back down.
From looking out the window, did I see if he has a bug?
No, you wouldn't be able to tell currently.
I would like to go out and check to see if he have bug.
Okay, you're gonna have to roll stealth if you want to get close to him unseen. 16.
16.
I'm going to roll 2 things now.
Coco has become one with the trees.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay. So, Coco,
Eh.
you start to sneak up on Scabies. The building he is in currently only has 3 walls. You are starting to go around the side of one in window shot, and you accidentally bump your arm where you got sprayed by acid yesterday, and you start to make out a yelping sound, but before you can, you feel a hand go over your mouth, and you hear Scabies' gun like sort of click, and then he's gonna go out. Who's there? And you're pulled behind a corner with somebody with their hand behind your mouth, and you don't know who it is currently.
I'm going to be very, very still.
Okay, he's currently looking around. You're turned around, and you see Anne right by you.
Breathing a sigh of relief mentally.
She smiles and then kind of waits by as Scabies is searching the perimeter currently. Is there anything you want to do, or do you just want to stay still for now?
I would like to stay still for a minute until I'm sure certain Scabies hasn't caught us, and then I would like to just ask you, Nick.
Oh, hey, by the way, what are you doing here?
I heard a gunshot earlier, and I wanted to check. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
By the way, is my bug gone?
Yeah, it's gone.
No, poor Anne.
And I don't want to be like this, but maybe check yourself real quick.
It's fine. I knew what I was doing.
Oh, you're so nice.
No, it's fine. She's gonna like look a little downtrodden, but she wanted to protect you.
Oh, I love her.
Just keep your head down for now, and I'll see what we can do about this situation.
You know, we should stick together. Maybe we could find some way to get it off of you. The examiner never said we couldn't kill the leech, you know.
I've we'll see. And she just kind of smiles half-heartedly.
Don't be like that. It makes it seem like you've given up for this year.
I haven't given up. It's just that she's not gonna really. You can roll an insight check on her. She's not telling you everything. You can tell.
Oh.
You know she's not. There's something else that's bothering her, but you don't know what it is. But it's not directly related to the leech.
Come on, cheer up, Anne. It's only day 2.
Guess we have a entire week to get this thing out of me.
That's true. That's a lot of time if you think about it.
You're whispering this, right? Okay, good. Okay. With that, we're going to move on to Grifter and Tonbo. You guys kept watch vigilantly the last night. You've been luring the lizard around for a while now. It doesn't seem to have gotten tired of chasing after the sound, but it still cannot find anything because you're, of course, distracting it. But your strategy seemed to have worked. Either nobody has found you just because they haven't gone this direction, or they were scared off by your lizard. You guys both are well rested. A little bit more than everybody else because you took watches. What are you doing?
So that's rest.
Well, we need to. I guess first priority is finding a way to get that thing out of you.
No, be lucky and come across one of the less friendly contestants.
Well, I mean, everybody's our friend. A friend is just a person you haven't met. But I do agree some people here are not the kindest. But I just attribute that to altitude sickness or something.
What direction do you suggest we should head on?
Well, I think... Tonbo's gonna sit and think for a second. It'd be better to align ourselves with people we know we can trust. So maybe we should try to find Coco, Seox, or Dustin.
Nothing's happened to them.
No. I'm sure they're fine. But I would suggest we... Like, Tonbo picks up, like, maybe 4 or 5 rocks off the ground. We keep these in case we come across any more of these lizardy things out here. At the very least, if we know how to get rid of them, or at least distract them, that makes it easier to navigate.
Maybe we could find some kind of crude trap we can make to kind of lure these things. If there's any sort of hazardous area, we could always align some of these ball bearings, and I have a bell on me.
Wait, you have a bell on you?
I do.
Ooh.
I also have a string.
I have a stupid idea, Batty.
What?
So, would Tonbo be able to tell if the lizards secrete acid, or if it's just that it's on their skin?
You would probably know from that nature check you rolled earlier. Actually, I don't think that was in reference. No, that would be. They probably produce their own poison, but it doesn't come directly out of their skin. You saw it, acid come out of its mouth.
And these things are big, right?
Yes, they are the size of draft horses.
So theoretically, are they big enough to fit a Grifter and a Dustin on their back? Or a Grifter and a Tonbo on their back?
They could totally do so.
Scheme you're coming up with.
Oh no.
Grifter, do you have rope?
I do actually. I've been carrying this around the whole time. We in fact, when we beat the chemist, I tied him up.
If we tie your bell to my net, we can use it and we can get on this creature's back. We can use it to navigate around.
Then how do you propose that we actually manage to get the lizard to agree to us riding on it?
It doesn't have to know we're there. It can't see us. But if we use the bell, it'll follow the sound, and we can make it chase in directions we want it to go.
You know, you're talking my sort of crazy.
Also, think about it this way. If we bond with it, it's another friend. It's like Pinchy all over again.
Huh. I wonder whatever happened to Pinchy.
I don't like thinking about it.
Whatever he is now their king.
Tonbo looks up into the sky, and My Heart Will Go On plays in his head.
It's just that bad recorder version.
But the thing is, we just have to get it close to this place, and then if we can get on its back, we can ride. Worst case scenario, we just throw something and distract it and run away.
You have a good point.
All right. So I think I'm proposing something stupid if you're on board with trying it, Dan.
Oh no, I'm totally on board with this. This is great.
My name's Tonbo, and welcome to Jackass.
This is the best idea.
I didn't know you had a bell on you.
Oh yeah, I have all sorts of little nifty roguey items.
Ooh, okay.
This could. What do we have to do to make this work, Batty?
So do exactly what you described doing and roll an animal handling check to see how effectively you pull it off.
Can one of us assist for advantage?
This would be with Grifter's assistance based on how you describe it, so you would get to roll advantage on this.
Alright, so we set everything up. I'm going to roll animal handling.
Yes.
Dan, pray to God we don't die.
Come on, Tonbo.
22!
Oh.
You mad guy.
Do you know how fucking high the DC for this was?
Pretty
How
high
high-
since it eats people.
So you do exactly what you explain doing, kind of similar to pigs in Minecraft. You form fit a bell onto the end of your net and are able to uh, hop on this creature's back and perpetually move it in any specific direction you want to go while riding on it. I want you to mark down this thing has the land speed of 50 feet and is now technically a sort of pseudo mount that is not bonded to you, but you can use as one. So,
Is it possible to bond with this thing?
if you try really, really hard and give it enough time, maybe. But for now, it is this acid lizard is now in your pseudo control.
If our rations are gonna expire anyway,
We can feed it.
we can have two, one of each for ourselves, or two of each for ourselves. We can give one to the lizard. I have 5 on me. That's what I'm saying.
Tombo, you could probably decipher this thing eats by breaking things down using its own body acid. It could probably eat almost anything with nutritional value, including rotting rations. So.
Yeah, and also like as we go over that, I would be explaining to you like I mean, we can just feed it whatever. I mean, it's not like I can't find more food out here.
Quite true. Quite true.
Okay.
How do you like the name Blind Bandit?
I love it.
Tombo, what's your
Alright.
next course of action? And Grifter.
I tell Grifter to point a direction. I hold the bell as we sit on its back, and then when we have a direction, I wave it in that direction so the thing goes.
Can we discern any noises going off in the area?
Roll a perception check.
Okay. Hopefully this is higher than the passive. Come on.
Oh, I have to step away for just a second.
Okay. Perception. You hear
Dan, take over.
A loud boom rumble through the mountains about southeast of you guys, but it's probably far away.
Maybe we would head westward.
Okay. Go ahead and head westward. Okay. So.
We discern anything like riding Blind Bandit heading westward?
So westward, you actually run into more of an industrialized zone with giant sort of machinery and empty warehouses. Are you heading directly westward by chance? Like, how west is directly westward are you traveling currently?
Like, maybe like, oh boy, like a little bit, maybe like southwestward.
Oh, delicious. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh my goodness. You start your trek westward, and I'm going to save what we're. Okay, so that. Okay, that's perfect. Dustin, it is now your turn. Second part of day 2. You're getting a little hungry. You have foraged some supplies, some potential food items, and you're on top of the building, and you see something from out in the fog kind of emerge, and you see 2 jackasses riding some sort of giant reptilian monster.
I'm just gonna watch this shit show unfurl.
Okay, roll a perception check.
18.
18. Okay. You notice that is Tonbo and Grifter.
Oh my god, these two idiots.
Gonna roll something for... Okay, and now for you...
Oh no.
Okay, is Cable back?
No idea.
No, not yet.
Okay. How about we take a short break? I know it's kind of in the middle of something, but it was the end of the round anyways, so we will return in a moment. I have to go potty, but then I will describe what happens when Cable gets back.
We like to party. We like
You,
to party.
you found us.
Yeah.
Party time. Party time. Everybody scream and die because it's party time.
Oh my
Actually, I
god.
did go to the bathroom
You found us in particular, and you have tubulos.
Oh,
I ain't
no.
saying anything. I'm just watching you go by.
You son of a bitch.
Oh my god,
What?
it's like my favorite snack.
It's my fucking food. Get your own.
You're not even curious of why we're riding a giant lizard.
I saw Tombo on there. I don't need to know anymore.
That's, you know what? That is the most fair point you could have made.
What happened? Did we die?
Oh no,
No.
we Dustin
Hey,
has
hey, quickly.
spotted us.
Oh, hi Dustin. Hi Dustin.
I
We
didn't,
don't
I
see
didn't, I didn't say anything. You haven't seen me.
This is Blind Bandit. We'll introduce
We're
you.
we're currently in a break because Betty went to go pee because you went out.
God, I went to get food. My delivery got here. How'd you like the idea, Dan?
God, that was the best. I'm glad these various items on me has worked out.
I think I'd make an okay beast hunter.
It's kind of what you want to go for anyway.
Mm-hmm.
This is just a step in the right direction.
Oh, Noodle, you're gonna get to meet my new friend.
Oh no.
I'm pretty sure the thing tried to kill me at some point. I'm not interested.
Wow, not all lizards, Coco. I can't believe you.
God, hashtag not all acid lizards.
This is Blind Bandit, right? He's been pretty cool. He listens to ska.
You know, he helped us move the other day. You know, drove us to the airport.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are we on blackjack?
I'm back.
Okay, sweet. Who are we way down currently?
Jack
And
here.
hey, Blackjack.
Blackjack here? Tonbo riding a Dragon Age wyvern, got it. I don't get that reference, but I don't want to play Dragon Age now.
I get it.
But listen, I love Dragon Age.
All I know about Dragon Age is there's some asshole with my name in it.
I know he becomes a fucking terrorist.
Oh. God damn it.
2 on the nose.
God damn it. Well, it...
That is an anarchist. There's a difference.
Yeah, there's a difference.
Listen, he blows up an entire, cathedral
That's
full of people.
That's fucked up.
Anarchists are just terrorists without motivation.
No, anarchists...
Except that this character does have motivation. He's like, oh, I'm tired of mages being oppressed, so I'm just gonna tell everyone that they were right about mages and blow everyone up.
Anarchists are super cool and not smelly like the Anders from Dragon Age, because he's a dumbhead.
Wow, the strict D word, Batty.
I'm not actually an anarchist, by the way. just a little disclaimer. I'm a baddie, and that's all you need to know.
Batty is a fanarchist.
Yeah. Baddie's name. Yeah, that is my actual name. My actual real last name.
Actual fanarchist.
Tinold.
Okay. Is everybody back, by the way?
Jack?
I'm here.
Luis?
Hey. Luis?
Luis is not back. wait till Luis gets back, and then
I was making bears.
this shit show can unfurl. Cause holy fuck. Oh my god.
Oh, a building. Well, obviously none of our friends would be in there. Let me throw the stick of dynamite.
I'll fucking shoot you from up here if I have to.
Hey, look, a building.
Just better be glad Pocogo isn't going around punching down all the buildings.
Instead of going around, she just punches a cocoa-sized hole in each wall.
Oh god, I never muted myself. You have heard that freaking door.
Oh,
actually, we didn't hear anything.
Yeah, we didn't hear anything.
I just slapped that door shut very hard.
Well, didn't pick.
No, I didn't hear it.
Okay, we're all back, ready to go. This is what unfurls. Okay. Dustin, you're on top of building. You see Tonbo and Grifter, that's his name. Grifter, riding a giant, what you can discern to be mutant lizard of some sort. You hear and there's a smaller building to the north of you, like right next door to the north of you, that's almost like a smaller barn, like warehouse of some sort. And you hear a loud crashing noise, and the lizard that they're riding on, Dustin, goes apeshit and starts directly running from the where they heard that sound. And you hear screaming as a lizard hound bursts through the door. Tonbo and Grifter, you have been pulled along by this wild beast, slammed into this wooden structure, and you see Tonpa with several bags of chips reeling back in horror as a giant mutant lizard thing is currently scratching at him.
Can I flavor this one way, Patty?
Yes.
As he's opening up the chips, you just hear Tom just goes like cold as he just hears very hey Tom, bail as he converts through.
That canonically happens, and the lizard is getting ready to spray acid at Tonpa. What do
animal handling to calm it down?
Sure. Assisting, because you
throw a ration on the ground so he'll eat it.
Right.
23.
Oh my god, you guys, you fuckers. So
Wanting to die so badly, Batty, I can tell.
Easy, blind bandit, heal.
You start to soothe it and pop some rations into its mouth, and it stops gurgling and kind of like seems content with itself and kind of flops over to the side a little. And Tonpa is scrambling up the wall in the corner trying to escape when he cannot.
You're just a hungry little fella, aren't you?
Oh god, oh fuck! Ah!
Hey Tonpa, have you seen the others?
Get the fuck away from me, you fucking freak!
Well, that's not a very nice thing to say. You just met Blind Bandit.
On language, not in
I
front
wasn't talking to him!
Tonbo's just gently petting Blind Bandit.
Grifter, as this is happening, I want you to roll me a perception check.
Oh, gladly.
In the opposite corner, you see 3 individuals tied up, head to toe, that are equally squirming and freaking out. They are not. Tonpa was not tied up, and these 3 were, and you notice that they're all infected.
Well,
They're
Tonpa,
trying to
is
squirm
there a
out.
reason why they're all tied up this way?
Well, you see, the reason behind that was, and he is going to try to run away.
So, let's catch his ass.
Okay, you can step in front of him pretty easy. he's trying to go around the lizard hound, which is now not lizard hound, acid lizard, which is now subdued.
We will order this thing to pounce.
Oh. Okay, yeah. I tied them up and infected them all. You happy?
I mean, if they were infected, obviously there's a good reason for tying them up. You did quite well, Tompa.
Thanks.
And I want to quickly slap him.
Okay. Roll a unarmed strike against Tonpa.
Is it 1d4?
That would be
d20.
Yeah, 1d20 plus your strength, but I'm gonna say you can use Dex on this if you want.
Alright, sweet. That's a +3.
Okay. 9. That's +3. What is your armor class, Mr. Tonpa? He. Oh, delicious. You slap him in the face really hard, and he's like, "Hey, what's that for?"
That's for being a bastard.
Wait. He feels his face, and then he realizes that there's a lump there. There is currently a glowworm lodged into Tonpa's face. A glow.
Blind bandit, pounce.
It's purring currently.
Tonbo.
He's laying down. He's tired.
Were you bastards both infected this entire time?
Of course we were.
Roll a deception. Because one of... Oh...
I was gonna ask if I could assist, but I can't.
Okay, Tonpa is going to realize what's happening, and he's going to look directly at you, Tonbo. How do you react to this?
He's looking at me?
Yeah, he's looking at you like a tiger looks at a lamb that has just entered its enclosure.
I mean, I'm just there. I'm like stupidly close to this acid lizard.
If he's turned around, because I stepped in front of Tonpa's way for case that she was trying to get out, so he probably would have turned around to see Tonbo. Could I stick him with the paralyzing dagger?
Yes.
Cool.
He's currently he's focused on Tonbo right now and trying to weigh his options between acid lizard and getting this leech out of him.
He's paralyzed. It's not a problem.
Okay, so you're stabbing him?
We made a decision for him.
What are you doing?
I'm just sticking the paralyzing agent from my dagger into him.
Okay, you're still gonna have to roll like as if you're actually stabbing him.
So, dagger.
22. That's gonna hit. Okay. He has to roll a DC 13 con save. Let me open this.
It's also beautiful because he's completely unaware.
That's a 5. Right as this happens, Tonpa notices backs away, and then kind of like a statue, he just starts freezing up and kind of falls over. What do you do to me?
Making sure you didn't do anything stupid.
The paralyzing agent is now infected into his mouth, and he's having a hard time speaking.
I want to tie him up with his own clothes.
Okay, you can do so. I'm gonna say it hasn't been 2 minutes yet, but it's starting to close in on 2 minutes. How do you handle this?
Wait, 2 minutes?
Yeah, you know that an infected person, if they touch somebody else to transfer the glow leech, they have 2 minutes before they can be infected again.
Oh, then what? How long would the paralyzing agent last? Tombo would actually know this.
You know, Tonbo, it varies from person to person. Out of character, you know that each quote unquote round, somebody rolls another check to see if they can get over their own paralysis. But until then, they'll be paralyzed.
It can vary from person to person. It all depends on how you react to the stuff.
Oh.
Looks like Tampa is not doing too good with it. Wait, did you stab him?
He was going to gun it for you.
You don't know that.
I kind of do.
We will discuss this on the lizard.
Right.
Okay, so how do you tie up Tonpa?
So I actually can it go through clothing?
It cannot. It has to be skin on skin contact.
So I actually have the extra set of clothes from the second exam that I would like to wrap around my hands.
Okay, you can do so.
And tie Tonpa up with his own clothing. So it's humiliating and restricting.
Okay.
Also, do I notice the tubulos on the ground? If Tonpa was taking snacks?
I guess he would actually have a bag of it, so yes. You find an
like
unopened bag of tubulos.
I'll take those too.
Okay.
Yes, Tonpa. Oh wait, no, I don't steal. I go in and I grab out like I guess like what, 5 Jenny.
Yeah.
And I gingerly put it on the ground next to him.
He's like,
thank you.
He's obviously trying to yell at you, but he can't because his mouth doesn't work right.
I love you too. And then I walk back over to the lizard.
The lizard seems to be still kind of docile for the moment.
We should be heading off then.
Oh, yeah, let's go find Coco.
Yes.
She loves Blind Bandit.
Oh, yes, she will. Oh, gonna have to apologize to Coco, but given the circumstances, I'm sure she'd rather you pass than him.
Well, there's still a whole week. I'm sure Tompa can do it. He looks competent.
Tonpa is currently like there's a single tear coming from his eye.
Well, we'll see.
Alright, I start to release the grip on the bell so that way it starts to like jingle and shake, and then I start making the noise to lure the lizard back out into the forest.
Dustin, you
see you later, guys.
Huh?
Do you yell that?
That's funny.
Yeah.
But we have good perception, Dustin.
I'm physically yelling it to you.
Oh, Dustin, we got tubulos.
I hold up my pad.
Oh shit!
This is probably the only good food I actually have. I have a moldy sandwich and 2 moldy apples, and I think lemonade, but it also looks kind of gross.
You realize?
Can I have the sandwich?
You got anything else to trade?
There are more snacks that have not been eaten. You could tell Tonpa was hoarding and rationing his food.
Well, we don't want them to starve.
They're tied up.
This is true. Well, just out of character, that's Tonbo's logic. He doesn't want them to starve. He can't physically take all their food. He left money for the tubulos, damn it.
Also, were you yelling at us from atop a building?
Yeah.
You realize you're also giving away your own position to everyone else.
I know. I ain't staying up here now.
You could have been hidden.
Now I know there's food over there.
Oh.
Wait for me.
Can we fit him on this thing?
You can. It's a very big fucking acid lizard. These things are massive.
Theoretically, could we fit the whole squad on this, Betty?
Probably not, but you can fit at least 3 people so far.
Oh, wait a minute, Dustin. Show us your arms.
I couldn't be any happier now that I'm a character who wears gloves. I roll down those gloves and roll up my sleeves.
no, Dustin's infected.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
What?
I forgot what we're looking for. I'm petting the lizard.
You're looking for glowing blue worm, you idiot.
Hey.
Anyway, have you met
Oh,
Blind Bandit
hold on.
here?
That's a big lizard. Wait,
we
where
have
did you
to
get that
confess
food
it.
from anyway?
Hmm? What do you mean? Do you not carry food on you?
No, I got this from a mini fridge back in there,
I got a bag of.
which was weirdly enough still working.
Well, I mean, that's the first rule. If you're going out somewhere, you always keep food on you.
There's no way you just had that on you.
I gave you beetles the first time we met.
And I spit them out.
Yeah, but I mean, I eat them.
And I
That's
spent my time
just-
on the street. Of course I hoard food on my person.
Do you know what, fair? Wait, did I actually see anything that happened over in that shack, or would I have been too high up?
From you probably wouldn't have heard what transpired in it, but you probably would have seen Tonpa tied up as you walked by. So yeah.
So there was just like a big bag of food in there still.
There's a lot of different bags of food.
Do I get a general idea what you're planning?
I mean, you could probably guess. It's not that secretive.
One sec. Tonbo.
Hmm?
Like, what do you see anything in the opposite direction?
Do I? Can I make a perception check?
You can make a perception check.
Basically, I'm distracting Tonbo. So
Yeah, well, he's doing that.
You see a sort of thing standing in the middle of the road that you can't tell what it is. It's probably some sort of animal.
Oh god.
Do I see this as well?
No, because you're doing this as
I'm
a
too busy nicking food.
distraction.
Also,
I'm actually
I realized-
just pointing Tombo in the opposite direction to allow Dustin to do his thing. Like I'm not actually Dustin.
Oh, so you're actually technically looking too.
Sorry, I realized something very stupid about this whole plan, and it's my fault for not thinking of it first.
What?
When we did this, I'd have been the first person to jump on this lizard, right, Batty?
Yeah.
Do I have anything in my arms? Was this lizard infected?
This lizard was infected, but you notice that you actually do see the leech. It's not. It's still in the lizard, and it actually has been trying to get into your skin, it looks like, but it can't break through the lizard's scales.
Oh.
Well, that's handy. Should we place? Let's place something on the back side of the lizard just in case.
Yep, I still got my bloody clothes, so it can't go through clothes, right?
No.
All right, so I'll take the bloody clothes I had from when I did open heart surgery. I'm still in my B outfit.
Okay, easy enough.
But back to the animal up in the distance.
Okay, so roll me a sleight of hand check, Dustin, with advantage. Because Donbo's like looking at something else right now.
Hit 16.
16. You probably notice that Dustin's doing something, but he's probably just checking on the people who are tied up. Nothing major. But you're kind of noticing this animal, Tonbo. What do you do?
Is there any way to identify if it's infected or not?
You do see it somewhat glowing.
Oh. Well, guess it won't come in handy. I keep looking at it and I'm watching it, and then I'm just like, as I'm doing that, I'm like also slightly like this, almost the same way I did with grass, except I'm being more weary of the acid. I just keep putting food into the lizard's mouth and petting it, just to show it love.
Yeah.
Like, shh. Can I make another animal handling check?
Yeah, with
Do I still get advantage or no?
I'm still assisting you.
yeah, it's a 2-man job.
I'm I'm working on something, Batty.
Okay.
22.
Yes!
God,
my God.
damn it. You don't have as high of an animal handling check to justify all these 20s, but you keep rolling them. So yeah, no, this thing.
You know what?
This thing is calm right now. You're speaking its language.
I let it smell me so that way it can like learn my scent and associate Tonbo's smell with being calm.
Okay.
I'm working on something.
Okay.
Whether or not this works.
So, Cable, you were out. We went southwest and found Dustin.
Yes.
So we can try to find another direction, hopefully to find Coco.
Well, you point the way.
Maybe we should head north from here.
Back with food. Hey guys, what I missed?
Let's see if we can find the others.
Oh, you might want to be careful if you're heading north. There was a bunch of those glowing worms up there.
Oh. Perhaps east then.
East it is.
Okay. So you guys have decided to go east. I'll mark that. Seox. You notice the lady who has not told you her name yet is still across from you. You guys are keeping quiet, but you notice the human shell is walking towards your building.
I kind of gesture to her and I point at him. I kind of look. Is he coming like to investigate or just to wreck the place?
Roll an insight.
Yes, sir. 21.
Investigate first, wreck the place second.
Is him being just wrecking all the places he's been investigating?
Yeah, no, he's been looking through each building and systematically destroying each one, trying to weed out any people hiding in them.
So the other building.
Yeah, not
it's
he,
still there.
He wouldn't have made it to the building that is directly next to yours. He destroyed the one that was across the street from you.
Okay. Is there any chance that by jumping to the other place he would still see me or something?
You would need to roll both a stealth and acrobatics.
Let me check something first. Come on, open it.
And acrobatics to make it to the other building is stealth 2. Make sure you're unseen as you do it.
Yes. Where's the jumping stuff? Oh, your overall jumping distance is doubled, and you have the option or even either strength or dexterity when performing a jump.
Yes.
So I actually would jump, and
you would not need to roll acrobatics in that case.
Oh, I would just gesture the other person like, "Let's go," and I jump to the other building, and I guess I rolled a stealth.
Okay.
That's a 23.
You are unnoticed. And you actually see as this is happening, she doesn't jump with you. She actually jumps down to where the individual would be investigating.
I try to keep an eye on what's going to happen, and then take my options after that.
Okay. Roll a perception because it's kind of hard to see.
For
It's kind of hard, but eventually the building that you were just on does topple down.
Okay, then I'm going. Is there any way to get down from this building?
You could try to either hop in the window below you or jump down to the ground. But if you did jump down to the ground, you would have to roll an acrobatics check to not take damage.
Yeah, I think I'm going down to the window, and from there try to find my way down.
Okay, from there you're able to exit and find a set of stairs and just walk down. You still have not popped out of stealth.
Perfect. I'm just going to look at the surroundings to see if there's anyone.
Okay, you look for your surroundings. You currently don't see anybody. Roll me a perception real quick.
14.
Yeah, no, you don't see anybody around you. Fog's really thick, but also it's starting to line up just a little bit. And as you walk out of the building that was right next to the one that just got crumbled, you hear a loud smashing noise go through that building. Still unseen currently.
So in which direction is the building I was just in right now?
The one that you were just in, you just stepped out of it, and then you heard the walls breaking behind you.
Yeah, that would be either north, south, west.
That would be... You currently are on a road that goes north to south, and the wall behind you would have been the eastmost building.
Okay, I'm going north.
Okay.
Since they have not spotted me and I'm kind of in stealth, I'm just gonna go quietly.
Okay. Just gonna walk off. Okay, that's all right. So, are you just going to continue on to north?
Yeah.
Okay. That works. Coco.
Yes.
You kind of notice that Scabies has been patrolling the area. He's been yelling out to for anybody to come out. And then after a little bit, Anne's gonna look to you. When I give the signal, you need to start running. Okay?
Okay, will you be careful?
I will. Don't worry about me. I can handle this.
Great. She's going to take the instruction.
Okay. So you just... Where do you want to run?
Direct opposite direction of Scabies.
That would be directly west.
West, okay.
So
It is then.
you're kind of going back the direction you came.
Pretty much.
And as you do, I want you to roll me a perception check.
Alrighty dighty.
Oh, that's delicious. Okay, so Anne, you don't really know much about Anne. You know that she's been watching out for you and Tonbo for some whatever reason. You hear a gunshot go off and get super worried right where you saw Anne. And you look back. You don't know where Anne is. But you see that Scabies is currently writhing on the ground in pain, and he's yelling, and he's holding his leg. His gun has gone off, and you could swear you see a glowing worm on his face.
Yay!
Do you just keep
And
on
I'm going to
running?
just gonna keep looking it, yeah.
Okay. So you keep on running over a fair distance. You eventually run into what looks to be the strips of grass that run all the way north from as far as you can see, partnered on both sides by various benches of the sort. That is all you notice for now. Other than that, you come across a couple of acid pools, but you do not see any more lizards currently.
Would like to roll stealth again. Just hide it in the grass.
Okay. You can't. Well, it's like tiny grass. So you
Tiny
try
grass.
to hide in the grass, and then you realize this grass is way too small. Okay. We're going to cycle on to Grifter and Tonbo. So, you guys start heading east until Tonbo, you see the animal that was on the edge of the fog that has been infected by something. It is actively trying to follow you, but at a staggered pace. You haven't gone full speed with the acid lizard yet, but it's stumbling towards you.
As we were traveling, could I have been tearing some of my extra clothes to strips to basically wrap around my hands?
Yeah. This thing looks injured, by the way, from its movement. What do you guys do?
Cable.
Oh, my mic's been on mute. I was asking you, can I make a perception to see if I can identify what type of animal this is or what it is specifically?
Okay.
14.
It's weird.
What are you looking at back there?
Something looks hurt, like it's following us. Let's go see what it is.
You can't tell what kind of
26.
animal it is. It gets a little closer out of the fog, Grifter, and you can kind of make out the same sort of spiky ponytail and short figure. That isn't an animal. That's grass.
Tonbo, Grass found us.
Grass! I direct the lizard over towards where
Hold
grass.
on, be careful.
Tonbo.
With my 26, is he infected?
Yeah, no, he is definitely infected.
Probably
Tonbo.
tried to eat one.
Grass, what's wrong?
He's gonna stumble out of the fog. He is clutching his chest, and there is blood. Tonbo.
Oh no.
Help me.
Grass?
And that's where we're gonna end the session.
You son of a bitch.
Ass!
Well, rest in peace, Grass. I ain't touching him.
Damn, I didn't know we were getting Tonbo full Nen release right now this soon.
Listen,
He's gonna genocide a forest.
you know what's really
Jesus.
fucked up? I planned for this the second Grass was introduced.
Oh, you planned for Grass to be the one dying in the forest?
We'll see what happens.
You planned for me to get attached to grass so you could do this.
I have planned. I knew you were already gonna get attached to grass no matter what I did, Cable. I planned ahead for this.
It's fucked up.
It really is.
You have been played!
Mm-hmm.
Don't old yeller grass now, says V. Sora.
Well, Cable already drew the drawing for it. This is where it happens.
Oh my god, you did.
You can use icon.
I have to put grass down.
You play your fucking self.
I knew you were gonna do this eventually. I didn't know how.
Okay.
It was gonna be a defining growth moment for Tonbo. Right in front of Blind Bandit too.
This won't be all my friends. You won't become this, I swear.
Funny thing about Blind Bandit, if you rolled anything below a 20, it probably would have not gone very good for you.
And they've all been above 20s?
Yeah.
That lizard better be on our fucking side after all this.
But yeah, no, congratulations.
On a scale, how tame is it to me at this point, Batty?
It's a little bit more tame than before, I will say.
So, a lot lower checks now?
Probably, yeah.
You all joke. You all think I'm fucking insane when I do these things.
I was on board with you the whole time. I was like, this is the best option we have at the moment.
I said nothing.
Listen, we get this thing, we collect all our friends, we find a building to post up in, we got ourselves a nice place to camp out for 5 days.
My alternate idea was to find like some sort of pitfall area or make one ourselves, and then use like a combination of ball bearings and the bell to make it come towards us and fall into the.
You just
hazard
wanted to
trap.
keep killing these things.
That was the option I had.
See, your option would have kept us protected for like a day or two. Mine has the potential to keep us for a week.
Once you suggested that we try to tame it, I was completely on board. I was like, yes, you're speaking my language. It's my kind of crazy.
This is sad. As best friend nation grows, there's a potential it shrinks.
Oh God, it's a good thing Dustin's volunteering himself to take the leech form.
So just out of curiosity, I just want to know something from you guys.
Mm-hmm.
What's everyone doing tomorrow?
I'm going to work.
I don't want to wait a week to see if grass dies.
I mean, I'm fucking kinda into this now as well, like, fuck.
I was like, oh, this would be a good cliffhanger for this episode.
I assume you can't do tomorrow, can you, Batty? Even if we could all somewhat be available.
I could do tomorrow, but if Noodle can't, I wouldn't want to do the session.
No, I don't want to pressure if you're going to be tired when you get from work, Noodle.
Depends, because Sundays tend to be actually fairly relaxed because no one knows we're actually open.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
At least fairly few people know we're actually open.
So potential 5 p.m. game for us.
No, 5. It's too early to Noodle to be able to be back.
No, 5 their time.
5 our time.
That's 8 for us.
Jack?
We live in same.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
state.
I've been fine the past couple of times, so.
See, now, Cable, you know what I feel like when you tell me a juicy bit of information for Kunai, and now I can't have it until next week.
Yeah, but this isn't a juicy bit of information. This is am I going to lose my little friend? I don't know if grass is going to die. I don't want to put grass down. That's going to hurt me.
Okay, all we have to do is wrap up your hands and arms with the spare clothing, and you perform open heart surgery on grass.
By the way, Batty, I'm sorry if I didn't do the things you wanted me as Seahawks.
Well, no, see, that's the thing, because this motherfucker is 100% up to you and what your character would do. Anything else that you do or don't see is 100% like what you want to do. Like, as a DM, I can't say what you should or should not do. It's your choice. And you know what? It might have been for the best that you just ran the fuck away.
Yeah, but because okay, she's here. She's not a threat. Okay, so I gave her the options. Come with me. Like she didn't. Okay, but I don't care. Bye.
Yeah.
You terminated her. Come with me if you want to live.
You know,
No. Okay.
I forgot when Anne was going up against Baby said she fucking has Nen, so she's fine.
yeah, no.
I was actually under the impression, oh god, if you didn't do the thing with Grass Batty, you ass. I wasn't gonna in character I wouldn't have done anything, but out of character, Dan was about to be set up in the position he's been looking for. Scabies just got fucked up with Nen, and he shot off a gun. That was a loud sound.
I was really God. We got side now. The whole grass.
No,
situation.
You know what my business right now is. This is
No,
priority.
I can't even argue that.
This is my boy.
Listen, Grifter's
son.
a shit, but there's things you don't know about him.
Your 48-year-old son.
It doesn't even have to be son. It's just friend.
Friend.
I can have just platonic friend love for Grass.
Yeah, you don't have to have a father-son relationship, despite the fact that he is twice your age.
He just looks like somebody who needs a little bit of help, and that a lot of people probably wouldn't take the time to help him.
Well,
But Tonbo is always going to be that person who will.
Glad I rolled that perception.
How did everybody
you.
like the session?
I hate it. I hate it so much. I love it. I love it so much. Don't kill Grass.
I took the dagger and started twisting my friend. Okay.
Son of a bee.
Ooh, okay.
Basically, hype. Basically, Grass is my Bill from King of the Hill.
Thanks, I hate it.
Tonbo would be the Hank. Seox would probably be the Hank. Tonbo's the Dale. Grifter can be the Boomhauer. Dustin's Khan. I forget what the other character's name. I'm gonna give everybody a King of the Hill Sona.
Does this make like Coco gonna be like Connie?
No, Coco's John Redcorn.
Oh, she's John Redcorn.
No, thank you, hype. Coco's John Redcorn, just buff and with nature flowing through their hair, destroying everything. Be it people or people, but in a different context.
Redcorn.
And Dale always thinks of John Redcorn as one of their best friends.
It's true.
That's Coco Moto. Me and her are great friends.
Well, with the exception of Grass, at least all of us are not infected anymore.
I was never infected in the first place.
Neither was I.
We don't have 5 more days to go.
Yeah, no, that would have been around the end of the second day, so...
Thank you, Batty, because that was looking pretty bleak for me already.
Yeah.
We just gotta be careful from now on.
I'm surprised that 2 of you were able to find each other within the first 2 days.
I legitimately left that up to a dice roll.
Because, well, that's fine. If you described it slightly different, the direction you were going, Dan,
yeah,
you would have not run into Dustin at all.
That's why as soon as he started getting particular, I'm like,
I know. I probably shouldn't have gone as particular as I wanted, but I wanted to know directly like what direction west you were going.
Because I was originally just gonna go straight west.
Yeah. Well, again, like you could have gone like northwest, and you wouldn't have run into Dustin. Like I just wanted to know.
I figured I'm like, because I was thinking about it, I'm like, wait a minute, I was trying to, I had my own mental map, and I was trying to remember where everyone was. I was like, wait a minute.
I have it marked on here where everybody has gone and how many. Like, there are specific increments that I do consider movement to have gone, and I have it mapped out where everybody is currently.
Are we still live?
Yes, we are.
Yep.
My gosh.
Also, oh boy, so glad I could have offered my my leech to the best possible person.
Yep.
Boy, that was a cathartic slap and stab.
Oh god, all my effort has gone to waste.
Listen,
I'm sorry, but it was him or Tonbo.
I'm surprised Tonbo didn't try to make him pass this time.
I rolled a stealth check for Tonbo, or Tonpa rather. I rolled a stealth check for Tonpa. It was a natural 1. Try not to make noise in the vicinity of a acid lizard that detects things by hearing them. It is like that one scene, if you guys have ever seen Over the Hedge, where Bruce Willis's raccoon character makes a fuck ton of noise, but then he decides to open up like a can of something and it wakes up the bear. That is literally just what happened to Tonpa.
He opened a bag of tubulos which went rrrr.
Yeah, no.
I just like the image of him just sitting there with snacks, and then half the wall is destroyed as we come in on a giant ass. Like, hi, Tonba. He's just like looking in slow motion as we fly by.
The best people to have run into him.
The stars fucking aligned is all I'm gonna say.
I will say, my nat ones have somewhat come in handy.
Kinda.
Like, last time my nat 1 gave everyone their surprise attack, and this time my nat 1 put Tonpa in the position to get stabbed.
I mean, it did. But yeah, congratulations, everybody.
Now we have Blind Bandit.
Okay.
I don't know if they'll let us take this thing out of this area, but I will if I can.
It's a fun session. So, with that being said, I think that's a good place to end it. Who should we raid?
We could raid Connor.
Connor is streaming. He showed up earlier. So yeah, why not?
Oh, that's right.
Raid Distortion Devil. Okay, see you guys. We promote ourselves at the beginning of the stream, so we're good.
Art.
Bye. We'll maybe do this tomorrow. Maybe. We'll see. But the VODs will be on YouTube. Okay. Anything else you guys want to say?
I mean, we're gonna run out of time.
Yeah.
File Phantasma, Twitch.tv, Noodle Laser.
And we're out.
Oh, okay. Almost. Okay, we did it. Yay. At least the VOD will hear that.